Ladies and gentlemen, hailing from Cleveland, Ohio, I give you BVO.
Oh, we boxing? Yeah, we boxing. I need that belt like it ain't no other option. So we punching and weaving and blocking. Defeat ain't an option. Let them know, shoot a video, put it on BVO. Let them know, every time I punch, it's a heavy blow. BVO, bound to hit like bricks cause it was set in stone. Let them know, I ain't getting body, but I'ma hit this flow. Yeah, way more than a show, this is BVO.
On behalf of BVO Sports TV, we would like to thank our sponsor, Raycon, makers of the Raycon Everyday Earbuds, the perfect model for premium sound with active noise cancellation to block out distractions and transparency mode to keep you aware of your surroundings. They are the ideal for your everyday needs. Just visit RayconGlobal.com. That's RayconGlobal.com and elevate your listening experience.
Yo, what's up? It's your boy BBO Sports TV, man. We back with another video, man. We back. Hey, want to talk about a couple things, man, especially in boxing, man. So we hearing about the return of Tyson Fury. We hearing he's gonna be back from the dead, and he's looking to fight all the tough guys in the division. He said by the end of 2026 that he would be the king of the division again. Now, I don't know if you guys agree with that. I honestly say this. The one thing that shocked me was that he didn't call anybody out by name. So I guess that kind of leaves it a little more wide open. But to me, I think no matter what Tyson Fury do, I just hope that if he does come back, that it's completely focused on boxing, man. Because one thing I will say is, man, he got a lot of talent. But the thing about Tyson Fury is this, man. We got to see some big fights, man. He didn't look the best versus Usyk. He really did. I know people forget about that fight really quickly, but I'll say this. I think it'd just be good to see him back in the ring, because one thing about Tyson Fury, he always gives you a good show. Just like he said, he fought the best puncher of all time and the number 7 puncher of all time. I think these fights coming up will be a little bit more difficult than what he's used to. Lawrence Okolie is tall, and he kind of got that irky-jerky style, you know what I mean? So that'd be a little bit tough. I think Fabio Wardley is kind of one of the guys, a guy that he's, that's tailor-made for Tyson Fury, because Tyson Fury going there and beat him dead. He'd beat him to death. And the funny thing about it is this, man, when you look at Tyson Fury, 6'9", 300-plus pounds, I feel like Tyson Fury should be punishing these dudes now, because we don't have the big heavyweights like we used to have. I mean, the guys are getting smaller. Look at Usyk, look at Fabio. These guys are around 6'3", 6'4". They're more closer to like a Muhammad Ali's height. So that's a good thing for boxing, to where you see the heavyweights are getting smaller, so there's more parity in it as well. I think of it like this. Tyson Fury, to me, if he's coming back, his first fight should be against Fabio Wardley. He should fight Wardley, get that belt, beat him up, beat him to death, and get that WBO strap from him. Because at the end of the day, I think it really don't matter what Tyson Fury do if you don't have a championship associated to him. Because he's already a big name, I think a belt will always help a guy like that. A belt always helps your case when you got a name. All the belt does is enhance it even more. So I would love to see him get back in the ring, and definitely I would love to see him fight Fabio Wardley. I think he can really win that fight. And on top of that, you got Fabio Wardley saying he want to make his return. He want to make his debut in Madison Square Garden. Now, we know Tyson Fury is banned from American soil, so that won't be a good fight for him. But I'm not sure who would get that fight, but I hope somebody like a Michael Hunter, Richie Torres, somebody like that, an American guy, can get that fight. Maybe even Big Baby Anderson. Go dig him up. See if we can find Big Baby Anderson. Get him in a support dog and bring them in the ring and see what we can do. So I think the heavyweight division is wide open. So whatever Tyson Fury wants to do, the world to be his. And then, I was hearing that Tyson Fury, Deontay Wilder versus Usyk fight is not even done yet. So that's kind of nerve-wracking as well. please smash the like button on your way in. Smash the like button when you come on in. But I'm hearing that fight's not even done. So Shelly Fickle came out and said, no, I've never talked to that promoter. I don't know what people are talking about. I don't know him. So that kind of throws a lot of cold water on that fight. So, I mean, but really for me, I think Tyson Fury would be a welcome addition back to boxing. I know he wants to make that big fight with him and AJ. We know AJ was just in a horrific car accident. We see him back swimming, hitting the pads and things of that nature. But I would hope that AJ takes a little bit more time than usual before he gets back in the ring. Because at the end of the day, man, salute to my man Rivers. I'll just say this. He been through a lot, man. He been through a lot. So when you talk about somebody, you in the same car where you lost two of your friends, and I'll be honest with you guys, I wish I could show you some of those photos that I seen from the accident. Man, they were horrendous. They were horrendous, man. To say the least, they were horrendous. So for me, I'll just say this. Tyson Fury and AJ, that fight, if that fight happens, I really think that fight should happen more towards the end of summer, maybe the beginning of fall, because I want AJ to be 100% right in the mind. Because when you see what I've seen on photos live, yikes. Yikes, dog. I seen something pretty horrific, man. And I'll say this, no matter how you put it, man, boxing's gonna go on, but I definitely want to see AJ back because AJ really helps the heavyweight division. Because let's be honest, at times the heavyweight division looks like a wasteland. But for the first time in a long time, we really getting some fights, some guys out there fighting. We got Cowboy Yale, who just put on a master class against an undefeated guy. I mean, I ain't like that he was holding the man's head, uppercutting him. But I mean, it is what it is. Then you had Lawrence Okolie call him out, saying, let's fight, let's do this. Let's do it in Germany, let's fight. I hope that fight happens, but going back to it all, I think Tyson Fury, AJ, that fight's got to be pushed out, just to me. Now, I don't control nothing. I'm just a boxing fan, just like you guys. But I think AJ should not be rushing in the ring to fight this big, giant dude after all you has went through, man. I don't want to see him get knocked spark out, man. But it is what it is because Tyson Fury is entertaining. And I know he'll bring it out of AJ. AJ, I'm all about the business. I'm all about the business. At the end of the day, man, I can't wait to see Tyson Fury fight because whenever Tyson Fury fight, y'all got to admit, it's a spectacle, dog. It's a spectacle. Shout out to Tyson Fury because one thing about Tyson Fury, man, he'll have you going crazy. Him, Big John Fury. Monday's the deadline. Monday, I'm thinking, what are you talking about? He going crazy talking about Monday's the deadline. Talking about the fight with him and AJ some years back. And the funny thing about it, Monday was the deadline and we still didn't get it. So I'll say this, man, Tyson Fury is a good fighter. I think he get a lot of bad press. Is he perfect? No. Has he done some goofy stuff? Yeah. But I'm not gonna go for the BS as if Tyson Fury is some awful person or whatever the new mode is people want to try to put for him. But I'll say this. I definitely want to see him come back against the Tan Wilder because Tan Wilder been out there talking crazy. He said, I want to defend my belt. I don't want to hide away and not fight anybody. I want people to see me fight. So that's a good thing. But one thing I got to bring up in our next topic that really, really excites me is Ja Obertai has signed with Zuffa Boxing. So we can say what we want about Ja Obertai. Ja Obertai was signed with Eddie Hearn in Matchroom, couldn't get a fight. He did his last fight on his own, still couldn't get a unification. Still couldn't get it. Shout out to my man Dank. Still couldn't get a unification fight. So for me, I just hope that whatever they do, Ja Obertai gets his shot at the Zerto versus David Benavidez winner because at the end of the day, I know David Benavidez is open to fighting. I think Ja beats him to death. I think Ja really hurt David Benavidez, but we won't know until we actually see the fight. So that's the main thing about it. I want to see the fight. For me, I ain't gonna lie, BBO done had enough of all the pickle pulling and blah, blah, blah with it. I want to see the fight. I want to see the fight. I want to see who can win. And after that performance, while seeing David Benavidez beat blood, I mean, he beat blood out of this dude. He beat blood out of him. And when I seen that, I'm like, dang, I never seen my man Yard get beat dead like that. I mean, it was crazy. I remember somebody had a video with the "We fall down, but we get up." I was like, whoa, y'all sick. The man was bleeding like a pig. Legs was all over the place. Eyes was all over the place. I'm like, this dude look half dead, man. This the guy that y'all talking about? But I'll say this, though, man. David Benavidez is a good fight. I give him a hard time because, for me, I feel like he did all that clout chasing with Canelo, knowing that Canelo was never going to give him the fight. I didn't really like that. But that's just my personal opinion. But I'll say this. I'm excited to see them two guys fight. I don't care about the lightweights. I don't care about Bivol and Beterbiev. Let them old niggas fight again and get out the way. David Benavidez needs to worry about that Ja Overtime problem. Figure out why he hasn't fought him. Because I think he's going to beat the hair off of Zurdo. Zurdo is trash. And I like Zurdo, but what I've seen from Zurdo over his career is really fighting a bunch of overmatched fights with guys who had no chance, like my man Vince McMahon said, no chance to beat him. So I don't give him a lot of credit for those fights. Those fights were garbage. He looked good, but I mean, you're going to look good when you beating up third graders and you in sixth grade, or you in high school beating up third graders, you're going to look great. I mean, it's just like I get on my man Ben Whitaker. You know, he's styling on niggas who ain't got a chance. No, do that to somebody that can break your mouth. Don't do it to somebody who got no chance against you. Because we seen when he got in there with Bivol, and Bivol, one of the most boring fighters in boxing history. He beat the hell out of Zurdo. Beat the hell out of him. It wasn't even close. That wasn't, hey, well, Marco Sonny said that wasn't no fight. That was a beating. That was a beating. So I already know that David Benavidez is about to become the unified champion at cruiserweight. That's pretty much a given. Zurdo has no chance, man, because Zurdo's not good. Zurdo, to me, has been propped up and been another one of those Oscar De La Hoya projects. And y'all know I love Oscar. But what Oscar like to do is give dudes a bunch of fights, kind of inflate their record. Then you think they this and that, but then niggas never fought for a championship or never been a champion. Like, look at Virgil. Look at Virgil. You got Virgil Ortiz having to sue Oscar to get a fight with Boots Ennis. Now, we all know he'll beat the hell out of Boots Ennis, but what does it mean if we don't get the fight? You see what I'm saying? So that's the thing when I say, like, sometimes in this boxing game, it sucks because you will look like a duck, but you the one that really beat somebody to death. You the one that'll put somebody to bed. And salute to my man Uncle Curtis in the house, always showing love. Smash that like button, y'all. Smash that like button. We got 27 people in the house. Smash the like button for your boy BBO. And I'll say this. The thing about it is you really got to watch these fights because some of these guys will surprise you, man. Like, when I started watching the fights with Fabio Wardley, I realized how garbage he was. He's garbage. I'm like, this dude is garbage. Like, get him in a bag and throw him away because he's garbage. And then you'll watch a guy like a Lewis Crocker. You say, oh, okay, Lewis is pretty decent. Devin Haney beat him to death, but he's pretty decent. And then I'm telling you guys, when you start watching the fights, it really gives you a better idea of what you're actually looking at. What you're actually looking at when you see a fighter and what fighters actually bring to the table. And for me, a lot of fighters really are good. You just got to watch them. And then what you got to do is see them when they fight world-class talent. Like, I knew Dawkins Smith would beat Sergio Matias because Matias is ass. We seen Matias, get beat dead by, was it Liam Paro? Liam Paro's ass. So you basically got beat by a straight up and down boxer? Stop. You ain't nobody, though. We ain't worried about you. So, I mean, when he went in there and got beat to death by Dalton Smith, I wasn't shocked. I was actually happy because that whole boogeyman thing was garbage. That was all lies, bro. That was all lies because we seen Pullo beat him to death. Pullo beat him to death. Everybody forgot about it for whatever reason. But, hey, dude, I didn't forget about it. I seen that Sergio Matias was ass from the gate. He's trash, man. So, I mean, everybody talking about, oh, yeah, he'll be back. He'll be this. He'll be that. No, he won't. He's done. He's done. His punch resistance is gone. Anytime a dude like Dalton Smith, who probably can't crack an egg, shout out to Brian Pumper, a dude who can't crack an egg is knocking you out cold sleep, you snoring, man, it's over for you, dog. It's over for you, dog. What my man what was that movie my man LL Cool J was in? We called himself God. Hey, what he said, sober for you, dog. Sober for you. Hey, that movie, I think it's called In Too Deep. That is a crazy movie. What my man said, you try to say what's up to my girl? Take this. Love it. I said, whoa. This dude's crazy. But back to boxing, man. It's just like there's so much going on. Boxing for the good, for the bad. I'm going to be honest. Yes, I'm going to make some jokes and laugh about Tank Davis, but I'm going to be honest with y'all, man. I think for real, it's a sad story at this point, dog. You really watching a dude's life fall apart. And that's not funny no more. Like, you watching this dude apparently be wanted by the U.S. Marshals. Come on, dog. That's not cool. That's not what you want to see, man. And I say this. I hope he gets some help, bro. Forget boxing. Hope the man gets some help, because I'm so tired of these crazy niggas walking around who won't go get no help, man. If you effed up, go get some help, bro, before you hurt somebody and be in jail for life. You know, what they need to do is have my man God just grab him and say, no, man. Hey, it is what it is, though. But I'll say this, man. Back to boxing, man. Back to boxing. I want to see more fights, and I want to see more 50-50 fights, because I'm telling y'all, man, some of the fights we be getting be so overmatched. You can't even stand to watch it. Like, I'm excited to see the Ray Maritala, Andy Cruz fight, but we know Andy Cruz is gonna beat him to death. Andy Cruz is gonna stop on Ray Maritala, because we seen Tevin Schwarmer beat the life out of Ray Maritala. Man, Ray Maritala is garbage. He's garbage. I mean, like I said, another garbage fighter that you gotta watch. Dude's not good. I don't mean garbage as a person. I just mean as a fighter, he's just nothing. He's nothing to really watch. So you're going to see a pretty much guaranteed 135-pound Andy Ruiz get that IBF title. And I mean, well, hopefully he unified. I would love to see him versus Abdullah Mason, my boy from Cleveland. I want to see my boy from Cleveland in the house, man. What that girl say? Cleveland's in the house. I remember as a little kid, we used to all sing that. Wish is in the house. Shout out to shout out to what was her name? Tasha. Shout out to Tasha. Cleveland's in the house, man. But I'll say this. The funny thing about it is, if my man Abdullah Mason fight Ray Maritala, I mean not Ray Maritala, if my man Abdullah Mason fights, dang, I forgot Andy Cruz, I think he might lose. So I mean, Andy Cruz really is a nice fighter. And I'm gonna be honest with y'all, I know everybody was pickle pulling, and I'm from Cleveland. I was pretty disappointed at what I seen with Sam Notes versus Abdullah Mason, bro. Sam Notes shouldn't have looked that good. He just shouldn't have. In my humble opinion, he shouldn't have looked that good. So, I mean, we'll see what happens. Salute to my brother Marky Dan, always showing love. Mark, you're done. The island man. Shout out to my brother Marcus, always showing love. But I'll say this, no matter how you push it, we gotta see when my man Andy Cruz get this belt, he should be calling Abdullah Mason out. Flat out. He should be calling Abdullah Mason out. I want to see the fight. What's going on, Mark? How you feeling, man?
Salute.
Yeah, man, it's up here talking some boxing, man. Say it again.
No, I said I just came from a great dinner. Had a great time with the family.
Oh, that's a beautiful
Came
thing,
up here,
man.
heard you talking.
Hey, man, you know, anytime you go eat some boiled bananas, man, you're doing good.
Hey, I love me some green fish. So you ain't lying.
But I'll tell you this though, man. When I look at you know, this Ray Maritala versus Andy Cruz fight, we gotta see Andy Cruz call out Abdullah Mason, bro. It's already a foregone conclusion. There's no way, as my man Vince McMahon say, there's no chance that Ray Maritala beats Andy Cruz. There's no chance. There's no chance. So I think they should gear up and get ready for the Abdullah Mason fight. And I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I think Abdullah Mason will get dog walked by Andy Cruz, but we won't know until they fight. But I'll just say this, that Sam Nose fight really scared me. And what Maya Angelou always said is very true. When someone shows you who they are, believe them. Believe them. So what do you think? How do you think that fight would play out, Andy Cruz versus Abdullah Mason?
Well, I would favor Abdullah in the fight. Just the fact that he has more experience, he has more fights as a pro, and he's just fought better competition in general. You can say what you want about it should have looked easier against Sam Noakes, but Sam Noakes was I mean, he ain't nothing to play with. Like, even before this Abdullah Mason fight, like, even if we didn't know who those guys were, he was fighting in the UK, he was putting them down like nasty. So Andy Cruz, he got 6 fights. One of the guys he fought was a common opponent with Shakur and I believe Keyshawn and a couple others. And then this last dude he fought, I think he was a Jap. So we don't really know too. Like, I like Andy Cruz. I like his style. I think it looks amazing. I've compared him to King Gavilan and Sugar Ray Robinson with the way how he measures with his lead hand and puts the power on his opponents. Like, it really looks beautiful to me. But we ain't seen him really tested against nobody yet. And say what you want about Murataya, you know, he got he got the back end of Tevin Farmer, but that Tevin Farmer was giving people work. You know, people now want to say Zepeda is a bum fighter, but no, Zepeda's a good fighter. And Zepeda will hurt a lot of people at 135. And
yeah, he will.
Tevin Farmer, in a lot of people's opinion, thought he won the first fight. I thought it should have went to Zepeda, but nonetheless, we got to see how Andy Cruz look against Murataya. And I got Andy Cruz winning the fight, but I got to see it. The kid ain't been tested yet.
Yeah, I mean, all I can go off is this. Usually, not all the time, but usually those guys that come from Cuba, they really can fight. Now, is the Cuban school what it once was? No. But I will say, for me, from what I've seen with Andy Cruz, he definitely is a throwback to like a Lara, you know, one of those guys from the real Cuban school, because the man looked like Michael Jordan in the amateurs, dog. He was a beautiful fighter in the amateurs. And I mean, you couldn't really touch him. And for me, the reason I'm so down on Ray Maritala, not so much is because Tevin Farmer beat him and didn't get the decision. I just have never really seen anything from Ray Maritala that told me that he really can do anything in a boxing ring. Because every time he fights somebody that's got a pulse,
I mean, I hear you.
They kicking his ass.
I think Murataya has shown good hand speed. I think he's shown good timing. At least to me, I mean, he's shown good power. He's been stopping people. So yeah, I mean, those are some pretty good attributes. I don't know.
I'll just put like this, man. What my man Gorilla Zoe says, you say you're getting money, but we ain't seen nothing. That's all I can say, man. We ain't seen nothing from him. I don't think nobody's thinking Willie Zepeda's not who he is. I mean, he lost to the Puerto Rican sensation. You can say what you want. Shakur Stevenson is probably one of the best fighters in the world. So there ain't no shame in that. Suit to my brother Blue Hustle. Ain't no shame in losing to one of the best fighters in the world. Blue. But I'll say this, and you guys got to get ready. I know a lot of y'all pickle pulling for Shakur, but guess what, man? Get your bags ready. Get your bags ready, because a lot of you brothers is going to be throwing up blood. Because at the end of the day, I'm telling you, Tio's about to put a show on. Tio's about to put a show on, man. He's about to hurt this kid. And the thing that I think a lot of people don't understand, Shakur is a eunuch. That means he doesn't have any balls. So when you a eunuch and you going up against a guy who got the biggest balls in boxing, who will fight anybody, we going to see what happens, man. We're going to see what happens, because one thing I like at Tio, and I got a video drop on the night about it. He said, I think black fighters are better at running. You a goofball. Some fighters run, but I ain't going to go there with that. I'll say this. When it comes to Shakur, is this. We seen him anytime he got in any real trouble, he got on his bike and got up out of there. So, I mean, that's just what he does. But I will say this. Tio is one of those dudes who really comes with a lot of heart. He's a superior athlete. He's more athletic than Shakur. And people don't understand. We've seen this before. when we seen Roy Jones fight James Toney. Roy Jones was a superior athlete. And that's the same thing you see with Teofimo Lopez. Anytime a man can do a backflip, I want you guys to know that's an uber athletic person. Any person on the planet that can do a backflip, standing backflip, is uberly athletic. That's just what that is. You can play it, you can salsa however you want to. That's an athletic dude. And we seen it with Tio, and I call it Fortnite Tio. Fortnite Tio is gonna go in there, man, be about the pressure. As my man Gary Russell Jr. said it best, there's gotta be controlled chaos. There's even a video, and like I said, I got a video dropping tonight on it, where Tio said that he's open to fighting a more close to the rules style, basically saying he's willing to fight a little bit dirty if he needs to. Because I think what you got to do with Shakur is do the Rocky Marciano stuff. Hit him in his hips, hit him behind the shoulder blade if you can. Just beat his body up. If you can, try to get your gloves on his nose. I mean, whatever you can, hit him in the front part of his hips. You know what I mean, Mark? It just really make it a dirty, nasty fight. And if you do that, you got a chance to beat him, because Shakur is Bobby Fischer. You don't box, you don't play chess with a chess champion. You just go ahead and go get him, just like we seen the Marvelous One do to Hearns. You don't play with him, man. You don't play with that sucker, man. You go in there and you go get him. That's what Tio's got to do. I think controlled chaos, controlled aggression, a great jab, great punches to the hips. Really focus on using your mouth as an advantage as well. He should be saying some pretty vile things to Shakur. There should be no holds barred. You should say the nastiest, most horrible things you can say to him, because that works. What you think about that, Mark? How would you break that fight down?
I mean, I agree with you that Tio is pretty athletic. That being said, I don't think he's more athletic than Shakur. Like, Shakur shows you. I mean, you could literally go back and watch the Zepeda fight. He has special reflexes. His body itself is able to predict when a punch is coming before and move out the way before his brain even does that calculation. And it's only a handful of dudes. You see that with BBO. You see that with Floyd. You see it with Ali. And you see it with Sugar Ray Leonard. Those are the type of guys, they have such crazy reflexes, they don't even blink. They keep constant eye contact on their enemy. So I mean, and then on top of the fact, okay, Tio, like, he might have decent head speed. He might be slightly explosive with a quick first step, but he don't got the skills when it comes to being an aggressive. When it comes to being an effective aggressor, he don't know how to cut off the ring. And we've seen this with multiple opponents. We've seen it with Jermaine Ortiz, southpaw mover. Sandor Martin, southpaw mover, who really, in my opinion, I thought that might have been one of Tio's worst fights. I thought he clearly lost that fight. I thought he got outclassed. I thought he lost that fight 9-3. On top of the fact he got dropped twice, and they didn't count one of them knockdowns. And it wasn't like he got dropped with necessarily like power shots. Like, he just got set up with the cleanest check right hook. Like, he steps in, he rushes in with that quick first step, and Martin set him up with the right hook and moved out the way, and he fell. Like that. That's what you see. So now you're gonna put in a guy like Shakur, and your only play. And not only that, BBO, what you were saying is for Tio to do what he can. Get his hips, get his kidneys, get his shoulders, because you're not gonna be hitting this man's chin. You know that. So I mean, I see Tio really getting, like, I don't know if he gonna get dog walked, but I see him getting outboxed. 9-3, 10-2.
I mean, I see. I got something for you, man. Cause shout out to my brother Marcus. This brother is a boxer savant. I'm gonna tell you something that my man Mark didn't think about. Is this? Shakur told us he'll never fight like that again. Why is that so significant? because the way he looked, as spectacular as he looked, I mean, the man looked godly special, man. You could tell Christ had blessed him. And that the way he was able to control the ring and beat Zepeda at his own game. But when he gave up that little bit of thing of saying, I'll never fight like that again, I feel like that showed his pump card. And I feel like from now on, you can just book that you'll never see that Shakur. Because that Shakur we seen like the best fighter in the world that night, Mark. And I'm gonna be totally honest. That's what that looked like to me. But he said, what's up with the anti-racist on the screen? What are you talking about? Y'all dudes is nuts, man. Y'all dudes always looking for something to complain about. I like Emiliano, and that's who my guy is, so whatever.
Are we gonna touch on that situation? Are we gonna touch on the family situation?
Oh yeah, we can definitely touch on that. Matter of fact, we'll do that now. I think we got Puerto Rican Free in the house. Puerto Rican Free, you in the house?
Really old.
I thought we had my man Puerto Rican Free in there. Oh, okay, cool. Let me ask you this, man. What did you think about the whole so you say the Vargas family is racist, right? So let me do this. Because people want to talk out their ass. Let me show you a picture. I think I got it. No, somebody was talking about the Vargas is a racist.
So I'm thinking they California Mexicans. I don't know.
I mean, that's the craziest thing I ever heard. Vargas, who always with blacks. What you think? Matter of fact, while I'm looking for that picture, Free, what you think about that whole thing where you have Vargas Jr. and Armando kind of going back and forth, actually kind of like fighting as brothers? What do you think about that?
Two brothers having a disagreement. That happens. Me and my brother then got into it many times before. I don't think there's a set of brothers on planet Earth that hadn't got into it with their brother. So that's just something that happens. It just people made a deal about it because they're celebrities or whatever or they're a known boxer. So they made a big deal about it, but that's something that happens in just about every household around the world. I don't know a set of brothers that didn't get into it with each other.
Yeah, that's a good point. My man Bentley said, and who you think is going to bring the fight? I think, matter of fact, I'm going to say this, man. Smash the like button for your boy BBO, man. Somebody hit the super chat, man. Let's make sure the super chat is still working, man. This is what we here for, man. Y'all smash the like button, man. Don't steal the show. Don't freeload the show, man. We got 30 people in here, man. Don't freeload the show, man. Smash the like button, man. Put some color in the chat. I'll say it like this. I think it's going to be Tio's responsibility to make this fight interesting. But it has to be controlled chaos. It has to be. No matter how you play this fight out, Shakur is dangerous, but he don't want to get dirty. And I think to beat Shakur, you got to get as dirty as you can. And I think the mental warfare will go a long way. I really want Tio to say as many vile things as he can say to this guy. I think he really become a channel member, man, and I got you, man. You know, everybody come up as a channel member. If you become a channel member, it's only $3.99. We can definitely have you up here, and you can get cooked because that's what I do, man. They call me chef. But I'll say this: if you think about Tio and you think about Shakur is really dangerous. But so you got to make it an ugly fight. No matter what, both these guys are fighting. Both of these guys are fighting both fighting each other, and they never fought anybody as good as each other. But I can't wait to see the fight. We got less than 2 weeks, and the fight is on. Let me ask you this, Puerto Rican Free. I know you said something about them being brothers, and that was no big deal. I thought the same thing. I mean,
can I get a take on that Vargas situation?
Go ahead. I heard they was fighting over a Transformer, so that kind of was weird. I don't know where that came from. Somebody said in the chat that they was fighting over a Transformer. I hope that wasn't true. But go ahead, Mark. What you got on it?
Yeah, I agree with Free. I hear what Free is saying. Not only brothers, but if you friends, you're gonna butt heads at some point. But my thing is for it to be in such a public and like that, such a formal event, and your father is who he is. So I just think that's in general, that's not a good look for the family. On top of the fact you're fighting over a girl, y'all probably barely know this shorty. Y'all probably known her maybe a year. Y'all known each other. y'all entire lives. So for y'all to go out there and embarrass your fault, cause like it's not they not like people when they see the two of y'all, they don't see y'all. They see your father. We're gonna talk about your father. Larry, that man's name is Fernando Vargas Jr. So we're gonna talk
Mm-hmm.
about Fernando Vargas Sr. Just off
Mm-hmm.
rip. And as a matter of fact, I even when we were talking about it earlier in our chat, like I even mixed up Fernando Vargas Jr. with Emiliano. Oh, Emiliano got dragged into it a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Because I just mixed up all these damn kids that Fernando Vargas got. But overall, that's not a good look. And that just adds even more to the fact that none of them boys could fight. None of them boys could fight on the top level. I mean, we just seen Armando Vargas
Called a
against
YouTuber.
I guess a YouTuber. What was his name? A pretty prominent one at
Joe
that.
Blow. Joe
Yeah, I
Blow.
mean, it don't even matter. But he was getting ass put on him. He was pretty frustrated at that fight. And then Junior, I forget who he fought, but he got ass put on him too. So I mean, just overall, this ain't a good look. But yeah, you could go ahead from there.
No, they both are ass. I mean, Armando's ass. Vargas Jr. They named the wrong one, Junior. I mean, I can't remember that guy he fought on that ring card. That was horrible. It was horrible, bro. It was horrible. I mean, and Puerto Rican Free attest to this. I'm a huge fan of the Vargases, but come on, man. We got to be real here. These guys are garbage. You know what I mean? So them having this type of thing is crazy. I heard it was over a woman, and that's even worse, man. That's even worse, bro. You can't be fighting over no chick, dog. You can't be fighting over no chick. I don't care. I don't care who you are, man. You can't be fighting over no chicks, man. You just that can't be the issue, man.
I hear what you're saying, but you got to remember that these guys are young. They're in their early 20s. I mean, they still young men.
Mm-hmm.
So you do crazy stuff like that. I remember when I was in my early 20s, I did the exact same thing. So I'm not looking at it as they did something extremely disrespectful. Is a bad look because they're celebrities, but everyone on this panel has been through it. Marky Dan is still around that age. So I mean, this ain't nothing that you haven't seen before. It ain't nothing that you haven't been through before. It's part of growing up. They're gonna go through these type of things in their life. They human just like we are. They're not that big of a person that all of a sudden they not human anymore. No, they still human. They still have issues. They still make mistakes.
I mean, I agree with you. If this were just two random brothers, this would have been like a reel on TikTok or Instagram. It might have even went viral for like a day, and then nobody would think about it again. But it's the fact that these are Vargas Senior's, Fernando Vargas's kids, and we do boxing contests, so we kind of got to talk. I mean, we literally got Emiliano Vargas doing bag work on the screen right now.
Right.
It's a little hard to stay away from it. And they should know that. They should understand that being knowing who their father is.
I'm gonna put it like this. This is no different than Caleb Plant slapping Jamal Charlo. It's no different than that. I mean,
I think he did it out of love.
The only difference is these are blood brothers. That's the only difference. But it ain't no different. They got into it the same way the Vargas got into it.
I mean, we talked about that Caleb Plant slap for a little bit though. We talked about.
Well, you know, the Caleb Plant slap was different because that was all racially motivated.
And then BBO tried to.
No, that was racially motivated because they said Jamal said when he slapped him, he called him a nigga when he slapped him. So I mean, y'all can play how y'all want to, man. The man slapped him and called him a nigga. I don't agree with that. But you know, hey, if you agree with a black man getting slapped, then
he told Jamal. I don't look at a hand slap as calling nobody no nigga. I look at a hand slap.
No, he called him a nigga. That's what Jamal said.
He did not.
That's what Jamal said. So Jamal's lying. I don't think you were there, my brother.
He smacked him and then he said, "Come get some." Those were his exact words after his head connected with his face.
I thought it
Get
was
some.
N-word. I thought I heard N-word. That's what
Man,
I thought I heard.
you hear a lot of things.
What's going on, Coach? How you feeling, man? They bringing up the Vargas situation where you see two sons fighting. What would you do if you seen your two sons fighting on camera like that, man?
Wait till they finish fighting. I don't get involved with that. I never got involved with that when they were kids. They fighting, but it wasn't no fight. The younger brother showed me he was an excellent dodgeball player in the playground.
He tried to get out of there, didn't he?
He found somewhere to get to. He didn't get separated by security. He ran to security.
I thought that was crazy, man. But speaking of that, my man Marcus had to bring up a sore spot. He's talking about Jamal when Caleb Plant slapped him and called him N-word. What do you think about that whole thing?
Hey, Jamal took it on the chin. He took that joint. He took that joint on the chin like he done had that before. He was froze like, why you do that?
Hey, I couldn't believe he slapped him and called him an N, man. And nobody had a problem with it. That was the crazy part.
The
but let me ask you,
part is that his wife got beat up the same day by his brother's wife.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they took double L's.
You know what I will say, though, man, about you, Mark? You know how to take us right to the curb, dog. I think we can't get no lower than you lay right in the street. You just take us right down. You just take us right to the curb. But speaking of that, and I got to get your take on this, Free and Coach. I'm going to start with Free, I'm going to go to Coach. Free, what you think about the Gypsy King saying he wants to be the #1 heavyweight by the end of 2026? You hear me, Free?
But
go ahead.
Yeah, no, I said he could want that all he want. But there's a guy by the name of Usyk that whooped that tail twice. And he can't beat him.
Yeah, I think he should go get that Fabio Wardley belt, because I think he'll beat Chan Wilder up. And then if he get that belt, then fight Joshua and then call it a career. That's what I think. But that's just me.
I'll be up there in a minute.
Okay.
Because him and Usyk ain't gonna fight.
Yeah, I think he has a clear path if he wants to do it. I wouldn't mind seeing it. I think boxing is always better when the Gypsy King is in. I think the heavyweight division is always better with the Gypsy King. So, I mean, I wouldn't mind him. I wouldn't mind if he went for another run at the heavyweight title or a trilogy with Usyk. I mean, I love the two fights that Usyk and Fury had in the first place. So, I really wouldn't mind the trilogy.
So, folks, let me ask you this. So we all heard about the Deontay Wilder versus Usyk fight in San Francisco, but Shelly Finkel came out from whatever hole he was in and said he never talked to the promoter, that they should really stop using his client's name until they get the business figured out. How is that possible, Coach? We know you know the business. How can you have a promoter promoting a fight, then the manager come out and say, I don't know who you are? Is that a real thing, or that's just playing for the cameras?
No, I mean, a promoter can put out anything that they would like to see. We've seen promoters create flyers, and they see how the feelers go. You got to get feelers before you jump all the way in. And once you get enough feelers, the fight makes sense financially, you push for it. But I mean, that's just what promoters do. They say, what do you think about this fight? What do you think about that fight? If it gets enough traction, it becomes reality.
I guess I was just shocked, but why did Shelly say he don't even know the guy? That was messed up, I thought.
Shelly know everybody. Shelly know everybody.
Yes, I'm about to say Shelly know who he is. That's the same. It's the same way like Keith Thurman said he didn't know who Jerome Booth Sanders is. He know who he is. He just said he ain't talked to him. Because like Bernard said, the promoter could say they want these two guys fighting. They want to fight on this date. They want to fight in this venue. All of that, and the two fighters can agree to that. But ain't nothing is set in stone until they sit down and they work out the numbers. Once they work out the numbers and they sign on that dotted line, then everything is set in stone. So they can say whatever they want. And the fighters can agree to it. Yeah, we got a verbal agreement that we're going to fight next. It might be in San Francisco. It might be on this day. But until they sit down and they negotiate the numbers, ain't nothing set in stone.
Coach, my thing is this: to have Shelly Finkel come out and say this should kind of gives me flashbacks of when him and Al cost Deontay Wilder a chance at being an undisputed champion when they played that game with Joshua. Do you think it's the where they want to take another opportunity away from Deontay? What would you say, Coach?
And I don't think they want to take another opportunity away from Deontay. I just think that all powers that be want to make sure that they get the right numbers. The promoter wants to make sure that he get the right number where he see a payout. The fighters team want to make sure that he sees the right number where he want to see payout. Remember, at one time, Al got so tired of these fighters who don't produce big money, wanting big money, that he started saying, let's put you on pay-per-view and split 60-40 with no guarantees. All of a sudden, they all started being quiet. Because when they was put on those situations, they was making sometimes a third of what they thought they deserved, getting a guarantee.
I guess the thing with me is to see Shelly pour cold water on it was not good because, I mean, if the fight's going to be made for July, I just don't see the purpose in you saying how you don't know him and you made it clear that the fight's not happening when you see people are excited about it. That's the only thing I'm saying. And I know Deontay Wilder enough from watching him over the years that he's never going to get rid of Shelly Finkel. So I think no matter what, I just hope that Shelly and them don't blow it because I know how eager Kyle Velasquez and them is. When they say they got a handshake deal, they want a handshake deal. They don't want anything to change. What would you say about that, Free and Mark? What would I say about that?
Well, I don't know. Like this is why I don't really like to get into like the pre-fight negotiations. Like I just don't think it's valuable for us to even discuss because like this like Shelly Finkel could be saying this and then tomorrow or even in a couple hours it come out that the fight is agreed to and that they got a press conference scheduled. So I was like, it's like I just don't really feed into this type of stuff because like we seen it happen a lot. Like I remember the Ryan and Tank negotiations, and like I think that was just after the Bud and Spence negotiations broke down, and like after that happened, I just said to myself, I'm done. I'm not discussing fights unless a press conference is scheduled. Like that.
Right.
That's just all I like. That's all I really got to say about this. This don't really. It don't do nothing for me. This don't tell me that the fight ain't happening.
Yeah. Because we seen Abdul Wahid and Jake Paul have a press conference and nothing came of it. So I guess that for me that kind of said a lot too. What would you say to that?
That's true. That's also true. That's also true. I mean, fighters. I mean, the athletes could themselves not be reliable and put themselves in positions to lose fights, but I mean, I just don't take stuff like this seriously. That's all I would really say. This could be a negotiation ploy from Shelly Finkel to try and get more money for Deontay. So that's all I got to say about that.
That being said, when we talk about the business of boxing, I ask you this, Coach. When you always hear the business come up, it's always about the business. Doesn't this change the way people look at boxing? Especially now when you see a guy like Ja Obertai, the best fighter, one of the best fighters in the world, sign with Zuffa. Does this tell you that boxing is in trouble as a whole?
Nah, don't tell me boxing. Boxing ain't in trouble as a whole. It tells you that fighters, managers, and advisors are starting to wake up and realize, why do I take money out of my own pocket when I can put more money in my fighter's pocket? And by doing that, put more money in my own pocket. The more people you could take out of the equation, the more money your fighter gets and the more money you make. They're taking greedy promoters out of the way.
Yeah, I'll say this. I think the crazy thing about when you watch boxing in general is that for now, we see that the Turk is with Ja Obatai. I'm just wondering you think at some point we'll see him and David now that they are together with Ring? Because I know that Al and David just signed a deal with the Turk. So do you think we'll finally see Ja Obatai versus David Benavidez, if not next, but soon? Or what you say?
I think we're probably 2 fights away from it. I think both of them will fight maybe once or twice more. Put a little build up behind it. Now that they know that there's no more stand in the ways, and then make it something big. If they do get in before then, I think it'll be a co-main event to maybe a major fight, maybe a heavyweight fight. But it'll definitely be marquee.
What about you, Free? What's your opinion on it, my brother?
What's the question again?
I was saying you see that that the Turk just signed Ja Obatai to Zuffa Boxing, and then we know that Al and David Benavidez did a deal with the Turk. Do you think that fight is closer to happening now between Ja and David Benavidez? Now that we got that to happen,
We got to see how their structure is, because we heard Dana White said they was doing their own league. He wasn't dealing with none of the promoters in boxing. So we got to see how they go about doing their business, because they believe or what they interpret their rules are. They interpret it the way they interpret it, but we won't know until it's actually put out there and we see, okay, this is how they doing everything. They said they was going to do this. This is what we see going on. They said they was going to do that. This is what we see going on. So we have to see, because, like I said, Dana White, from what I've been hearing, Dana White is the one that's running Zuffa Boxing, and he said he wasn't dealing with none of the promoters. He was running his own league. So we got to see how things go, because Ja Obatai is the IBF and Ring Magazine champion for cruiserweight. So we got to see how that plays out. Is he still going to be the IBF champion, or are they going to say, no, you no longer could be the IBF champion? You're the Ring Magazine champion. We're not dealing with the sanctioning body. So I don't know how they're going to do how they.
so let me ask you this. For we did a poll. Shout out to the posters, man. We did a poll. Jaleel Hackett versus Laura. And it was 70-30, which I was surprised it was that high, but that lets you know that we got almost 200 votes on that. Is that a fight you want to see at some point, Lara versus Jaleel Hackett? What would you say at middleweight?
At middleweight,
Yeah.
If Jaleel Hatch can get that fight, yeah. But I'm not necessarily interested in seeing Jaleel Hatchett fighting a guy like Laura per se. But if he can get the fight, by all means, take it. It's an opportunity to become a champion. You never want to pass up on an opportunity to become a champion. But if I'm looking at that fight, I need to see Jaleel versus Laura. That's not a fight. I'd rather see Jaleel in there with guys around from his generation. I'd rather see him in there with these young guys that's coming up, because these are the future. Laura's not going to be around for long. He's 41 years old.
But I think what I'm saying is this, and Coach, I'm sure you've seen him. He's stopping guys. So I would love to see the chess match of the come forward fighter versus the boxer who kind of now, setting his punches up, kind of keeping his feet firm on the ground. What would you say about that, Coach or Mark? What would you say about seeing that fight? I want to see that fight within the next 3 fights. What about you guys?
I think when people say that, they just trying to put a shield in front of these young suckers who hide behind these made up ass records. I respect Oleksandr Lara. I think he's a guy that is a Hall of Fame level fighter. He's paved a hell of a way for himself, and I'd like for him to fight the guys that get him the most money before he retires. But I would rather see somebody force the action on some of these young fighters that should be making these fights. The Xander Zayases, the guys of our time.
He fighting a boss.
No, no, no. I'm not talking about right now. I'm just talking about period.
Oh,
Period. That's not the those aren't the fights that I want to see. I don't want to, you know, feast on, older fighters and people say, well, he's supposed to be him, or if you lose to him, he wasn't what we thought. But then you get other fighters who they are fighting completely subpar competition, not Xander, but other fighters who are fighting that, and then you want to put them on pound for pound lists or list the next guy up. Nah, I don't want that. I got my son's focus set on the guys of his generation. But if opportunities are pushed in front of us for guys from a generation ahead, it won't be something we turn down, but it won't be something that we're actively hunting for.
I mean, the thing I would say though, Coach, I would have to disagree with you on this one thing. Bam Rodriguez has made his career on doing that. He beat the hell out of the old guys, and they got him on the pound for pound list from doing that. So I would think if I could, I would
who got
identify
Xander
those
on a
old guys.
pound for pound?
I said Bam
Oh,
Rodriguez. Bam Rodriguez has fought old, washed up niggas, man, and they got him on the pound for pound list.
You
You know
gotta
what
look.
I mean?
Nah,
Go
you
ahead.
gotta look at the
I mean, he fought
look at
but
the
hold
division.
on, was that? He fought Sonny Edwards, and Sonny was established at 112 when he fought him. And then this last dude he fought, I mean, listen, that cat, I think he was under 30, so
Man,
we can't just say he been
he
fighting
was
old dude.
36, 37, bro. What are you
Okay,
talking
then I
about?
stand corrected.
The nigga's
I was
my
But you got
capping.
age.
you
What are you
got
I
to
was capping. I was capping. All right,
you
but
got to
Sonny
look at
Edwards a good
who's in,
win. Come on now.
Go
you
ahead.
got to look at who's in the division though. There's
Yeah,
not a lot of notable guys in the division where Bam Rodriguez fight. So they gotta promote them by putting them in there with notable guys. So yeah, some of those guys are going to be older because they're notable. It's not a lot of notable names down there. So they gotta promote them some type of way. And the only way that you could promote that is by putting them in there with other bigger names.
Mhm.
So that's the reason why you see guys like Bam Rodriguez fighting guys that's older than them because there's nobody else down there. These other guys ain't being promoted like that. So they found one in Bam Rodriguez, and the way to promote them is put them in there with some names that everybody else knows.
correct, correct. They just don't have a choice because that's all that's available. And
But
Right.
all those niggas is
don't go
old,
reach for
Coach. You
Bam.
missing what I'm saying? They old.
Don't go reach for Bam. Reach for some of them dudes that you like. Reach for some
I
of them
like
dudes that you like.
I like Bam. Well, that's why I reach for him. I like Bam. You know, Bam's Mexican. I like Bam.
How you gonna do that to Bam when you run around here talking about one of the best and people who ain't fought nobody? You named a bunch of people that ain't fought nobody talking about where they should be, what they should do. You told us about a guy that fight for polio. Come on, man.
Hey, Mudet Gassiev is a monster, man. He beat the hell out of Pulev, and I'm telling you, if he get one of these heavyweight fights, he the WBA regular champion, he gonna hurt somebody. I think he should fight Kabayel, but Kabayel won't say his name. So Lee, you can do that what you want, man. Mudet Gassiev got some power, man. He can punch, man. He can punch. He punching niggas to sleep. He putting people to bed. But
Who the
No,
most
speaking
notable guy he knocked out? Who the most notable guy he knocked out?
Pulev,
Polio.
look, BBO. Let me ask you something.
what's
When
that?
when a guy is on the top,
Mm-hmm.
do that guy call out the guys that's below him, or is it the guys that's below him that calls him out?
I've seen it work both ways. I seen when Lennox Lewis had
I,
the belt, he called out David Tua. That wasn't something David wanted. He called David out. So that's what I mean when I
who
say
called
like
David out?
the brick. Lennox did.
Oh,
Lennox and his whole team called out David Tua. They called David Tua
when
out.
did when did,
They said,
when, when did Lennox Lewis fight David Tua?
let me look. I think it was 2002.
He fought David. I remember he didn't. That was one of the guys' legs didn't stop.
Yeah. Yeah, let me double check. Hold on one second. Get you the
That was one last guy
That was late
from his
'90s, I think.
that was one
I think it
last
was
guy from.
99 versus Lewis. Yeah, I think it
So
was 99.
what you telling me is he did a Usyk. he called out one last guy from his era that he didn't get a chance to
He
fight.
fought him in 2000. He
No, what
fought
I'm
because
saying is
David Tua
he
was
called
younger. No, David Tua was younger
last.
than him. Go
No,
ahead.
listen what I'm saying. He did a Usyk. He called out the last guy from his era that he did not fight.
I mean, you could say that with Mike Tyson. I don't think you could say that with David Tua. I don't think that
Yeah,
would be
not with
accurate.
David Tua because David
No,
Tua because
I'm talking about Lennox Lewis.
Are you
And
saying in general was Lennox Lewis was correct?
BBO said Lennox Lewis called out David Tua. I said, so
yeah,
what you're saying is Lennox Lewis called out the last guy from his era that he did not fight. He fought everybody else from his era.
well you
Well,
got to
like
remember he was you got to
look
remember
at
Lennox is different. He's from the Mike Tyson Holyfield
yeah,
era, but he
Vander
went back
Holyfield.
to the
That
Olympics.
early
So
Yeah,
was
he
90s,
went
David
late
back.
Tua.
80s.
No, he's not. David's
Nah, not
younger.
really, Free.
David's younger, man. David, like I think, how old is David, man?
Like when
David,
David and
because David was
Holyfield were having
27.
those
I got
gym
it right here in
wars,
front of
that
me.
Holyfield was an
So
old man at that time.
so Holyfield was 35. David Tua was 27. So they was nowhere near the same time. Oh, they did David Tua wrong. They only gave him $4 million to fight Lennox, and Lennox only made $9.
Like when did I think he fought Ike Ibeabuchi in like 98 or
Yeah,
99?
and 99.
And that's when David Tua was supposed to be like a contender at that point, Free.
Yeah,
But
yeah, because
I don't disagree with you. Like he did Lennox Lewis did call out Mike Tyson at the end. So I mean
Mike
I don't
Tyson was
disagree with you
half
on that
dead
point.
when
He
he
did
called him
call out
out, though.
somebody. Yeah, he did call out the last dude from his era.
Yeah, they
I
had to
just don't
dig him
think.
up when he fought Mike Tyson, which was ridiculous. But let me
I
ask you this
mean,
though, Coach. Let me ask you this, Coach. When you see guys like Inouye, Bam Rodriguez make their name off fighting older fighters, that doesn't entice you guys to want to start beating up the old guys too?
Not really. Not really. It's different strokes for different folks. Man, they fight in weight classes where you got to take what's available as opposed to having different options just because they're smaller guys. As Monk Inouye's moving up, he's starting to get a better selection of people. But you got to think when dudes fight 105, 112, 115, you got champions that got 6 fights.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I give them all their credit. They beating who they get put in front of, and they beating who's available. When it gets to the point where they can feast on somebody else, or when the level changes, I'm sure they will. Hey, I can't be mad at a man who God made 112 pounds. I can't be mad at him. He's doing what he can do at his size.
Hey, you know what I will say, Free? It shocks me how popular Bam is to be at such a low weight class. That don't kind of shock you, man? It just blows my mind that he get this much press being like a little bitty dude like that. That's crazy to me. What about you, Free?
I don't know. I don't know.
You
Bam
expected him to get this kind of love?
Bam Rodriguez. I mean, he's one of the best guys in the lower weight class. You got guys like Bam Rodriguez, Monster Inouye, Nakatomi. Those are the notable guys in those smaller weight classes. I think it's another guy that I'm missing too. I think he fight at minimum weight. He fight at minimum weight is another guy that's known. I can't think of his name right now. But those are the only guys that's at those smaller weights that get a lot of love. And then when you're undefeated and you knocking out everybody, of course you're gonna get a lot of love. That's what a lot of people like to see. They like to see people that goes in the ring and knock people out. So when you undefeated, you knocking everybody out, you're gonna get a lot of love.
So let me ask you guys this. Jamel Charlo came out and said he'll be back at 54 and he want all the smoke. Do you think that'd be a good fight for Boots Ennis to fight Jamel Charlo? What do you guys think about Jamel versus Boots Ennis?
No. I think Jamel should probably get a tune-up. like even if if PBC won't offer him like the money or won't offer him the date or whatever the case may be, find see if you can get some on like a pro box card or on a pro box card or on a
Yeah.
black prime card, like something, because he been out the ring for about like what 3 years,
Yeah, almost 3
and
years.
yeah,
Almost
and
3. It'd be 3
before
years in September. It'd be 3 years in
yeah, and
September.
before that Canelo fight, Free, he had a year and a half layoff because of the Castano fight where he had a hand injury or something like that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
no, I don't
Well,
think he
he had
should step right back in
yeah,
there. I don't think he should step
yeah.
right back in there with a young killer like Boots or Virgil.
I mean, I put it this way. Jermell Charlo is not a young guy. He's a veteran in the sport right now. And that's what he want to do. By all means, go do it. He's not a guy that can wait around. Jermell Charlo's like 35, 36 years old. So he ain't got but so many fights left in him. So
Yeah.
I mean, what? Let's say they offered Jermell Charlo $10 million to fight Jerome Businis, and I'm just throwing the number out. I'm not saying this is what they're going to offer.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. Let's say they offer him $10 million to fight Jerome Businis. He's probably not going to get another $10 million payday from anybody else.
No, you jump on that. That's 8 figures.
That's what I'm saying. So he's probably not going to get another $10 million payday. I mean, maybe a Virgil Ortiz, maybe a Sebastian Fendor, maybe you might get a $10 million payday for those guys, but I don't know. So I'm just saying, if they throw out a number and he can't refuse, by all means, go. Want to do? You're not a young guy that had a layoff and you coming back to the sport. This is a veteran. He's been in there with the best guys at 54. Then he got in there with Canelo. So it's not something that he don't know what he's getting into. He knows what he's getting into. So I mean, it's just like if Earl Spence come back and he say he wants to get in there with Jerome Businis, nobody gonna tell Earl no, don't get in with Jerome Businis. People gonna say I believe he needs a tune-up, but if that's what he want to do, that's what he want to do.
Yeah, and I always not say that because they keep talking about tune-ups, but I heard Jamel say he knocking niggas out. And let me ask you this, Coach. When you hear a guy that's 36 years old talking about coming back to the ring, do you think they have a money problem or they just love the sport? What would you say to that, Coach?
Could be a mix of both. Could be a money problem thing. I mean, could be a money problem thing, and it could be I love the sport thing. I think for them it's a I love the sport thing. Reason why I say that because over the years they was turning down fights for $3 and $4 million. They was like, I remember one of them saying, "I'm not even going to start training camp. That ain't even worth me getting in shape." So I think if they still have that mental state of I'm only doing it for $10 million, then they might as well go ahead and retire because I think the most that they'll get offered for that fight, I think 5 might be the absolute max. And they might have had to negotiate their way up to the 5.
Yeah.
We see Eddie Hearns ain't willing to pay no money to fight Boots.
Yeah. I mean, guys asking for the amount of money they have ever made in their career to fight Jerome Businis.
Yeah, I don't think Eddie gonna put up no $10 million because you gotta also think about it. If you give up $10 million, Boots has his guarantees, but I'm sure in their contract they have somewhere where my guarantees can't be but so low or potentially lower than the guy I'm fighting because then that has to elevate my money. And if they offer him 10, then they got to give Boots. They say he got to get 7 or 8.
Yeah.
Then you talking about them losing money before they even had a fight card.
Yeah,
They coming in the door losing.
That's how I'm looking at the Virgil
ahead,
fight right now. No, I was saying that's how I'm looking at the Virgil fight because Oscar came back with a counter. He said they offered Virgil to fight and they was trying to give him $3 million, but Virgil wanted $7 million. I'm like,
right.
Whoa.
That's losing money. That's losing money.
I mean, I think that was dirty of Oscar to bring that out. Um, I just don't understand what Oscar's trying to do, man. Like if you that's really muddied in the waters. I believe Oscar told the truth, but let me ask you this, Coach: what would make a promoter get beside himself and just out a fighter like that he's spent so much money on? Because I'm sure when Virgil heard that he's probably gonna be done with Oscar for good.
What do you mean? Third
Oscar is
card,
out.
BBO.
Huh?
Oscar tried to get more money, but like I said, that turnip was already done. I think it ain't just Oscar. It ain't just Oscar. It's all of them. If you and once again, I've been saying this for a while, and you laughed at me at first, BBO.
Yeah.
If Jake Paul or the Turk is not involved, these promoters, they ain't no better than the chitlin circuit promoter. We seeing major promotional companies putting who traditionally put their own cards on,
Right.
putting their guys on pro box cards, putting their guys on MVP cards. I mean, they putting them wherever they could put them. And we got a world title fight, a unification bout coming up. And we
Yeah.
don't we still don't know if it's gonna be on Telemundo, if it's gonna be on Disney Channel, if it's gonna be on Tubi, if it's gonna be on Nickelodeon. We don't know. That's because they don't have none of the Turks' money involved. They don't have Jake Paul's money involved. These promoters have bit each other so much that they finally bit each other's head off, not working together. Now they want to talk about let's work together.
Uh-huh.
That's not for the betterment of boxing. That's for the betterment of their pockets. And then these fighters realizing, let me tell you the worst thing they did was they showed fighters, or they made fighters, they made their managers go read the entire Ali Act. I think people used to like to run around saying the Ali Act because it sounded cool, but now
Yeah.
the managers and advisors actually went and read it because the Turk was opening their eyes. Hey, go read page 217, paragraph 9. And they go read it and they say, hold up. If the promotion company you're signed to does not give you an opportunity to be gainfully employed, as long as you pay them their percentage, you can go fight under another offer. Oh shit. You see them dudes taking them offers.
Yep.
They
That's a
taking
fact.
it.
Yep.
So
But
the only thing
The-
that happened was they bit their own heads off.
why? But I'm just trying to figure this out though, Coach. Why did it take Al and Oscar so long to make peace? This is the dumbest thing in the world. Because
Cause
every time
Oscar,
all I hear Oscar
Because
say
they felt
now is
like
he wants to.
because they felt like they didn't need each other. They
Well,
felt like we PBC, we got our own platform, we got our own promoters, our own fighters, we on top, and they were for a long time. And so was Oscar. He had Canelo. They had the DAZN deal. They had a couple other fighters they were developing. They still had Richard Schaefer at that time before he left. And now look at them.
and
yeah,
you
you
gotta,
know,
it was a bitter breakup when Al Heyman came over to Showtime. He took a lot of fighters with him. It was a bitter breakup. So
Yep.
when you have a bitter breakup, you're like, man, I'm not doing no business with him. This man just took all the fighters I had, all the superstars I had. He just took them all. I'm not doing no
yes,
business
he
with him.
did.
But
Yes, he did.
why isn't Al looked at in a bad way? Because if you look at it, him and Sam just snatched Oscar's business. I mean, I just never understood why people never held that against Al.
It
Because
was
that was pretty snakish, man.
that
You
that
said
wasn't that
people
wasn't
hold it against Al. Like they got
no
shares in one of them companies.
no that wasn't Al gave the fighters an opportunity. They said, look, you have the opportunity of being somewhat of your own boss. We're going to allow you money you can make by putting you on pay-per-view. And if the fans buy it, you get the back end money. The fighters had the choice. Their contract was over. They had the choice whether they could stay with Golden Boy or come over to PBC. They chose to come to PBC. It wasn't something like he went in and he went behind Oscar back and took everybody from him. He gave him a choice.
That's not what Danny Garcia said. He said he didn't realize he was signing with nobody else because Al held everything for Oscar. He didn't even realize until too late that he was on a different he was on a different with a different promoter. But we got my man T Hill in here. What's going on, T Hill? How you feeling, man?
Tommy Hill.
Oh, he must have fell out of step.
So what that tell me is Danny Garcia didn't read no paperwork that he signed because you're not being under somebody else's promotional company unless you sign some paperwork. So if you didn't sign any paperwork, then you wasn't under somebody else's promotional company. If you did sign some paperwork, you didn't take the liberty to read it. You just signed it.
That's a lot for them to do, man. People don't understand. Them contracts ain't 2 and 3 pages, bro.
That's not an excuse. That's your livelihood. That's your livelihood.
Yeah.
You just gonna sign your name to any paperwork and not read what you're signing? Exactly. That's your fault.
At the end of the day, you're a grown man, BBO. So when you get screwed over because you signed a contract you didn't take the time to read, or you didn't take the money to go invest in a credible attorney to go read it for you and explain the pitfalls to you, that's only gonna be on you. It can't be on nobody else. You can't sit up there and curse the promoters and say, "Oh, y'all are a bunch of slime balls," when you make it so easy.
Mark, it's like $500-$600 an hour.
Can y'all hear me now?
Dana White. Hold on a second.
Dana
White. You can't curse Dana White for how he does these UFC fighters if the UFC fighters take the contracts. At the end of the day, you're an adult. Personal responsibility has to play a part.
Do you understand that it costs me $600-$700 an hour to have the attorney do anything? Are you listening?
Shut up, BBO.
That's not true.
Shut up, BBO.
That is true. What are you talking? When you go on there and you do your billable hours,
I'm not gonna give out my mother's rate, but my mother who's a 30-year attorney and a Thurgood Marshall graduate, she doesn't charge $600. She charges less than half of that. So I don't know where.
But you talking about in St. Croix? I'm talking about in the States, man. I didn't see it be as much as $10,000 an hour.
I mean, but you got legal services everywhere in the United States.
That's not true neither, BBO. That's not true. You have some lawyers that do charge that, but not all lawyers charge that.
I didn't say all. I said the lawyers that you want looking at it are expensive.
You're not going to trial. You just want somebody to read paperwork for you.
Man, brother, I paid $1,000 for a letterhead, man. I don't think you use
that's your fault. That's your fault.
Hey, BBO, the only thing I say about that, neither one of y'all is wrong about the attorney. Neither one of y'all is wrong. I had an attorney tell me before. You know the difference in $100 attorney and a $10,000 attorney. $100 hour, $100 hour attorney and a $10,000 hour attorney. I said what? He said about 20 years. Yeah. And he explained that to me in the realest way. So neither one of y'all is wrong, but I'm not giving no excuse to no fighter who over a series of years was cashing $7 million, $10 million, $12 million checks, and you say you didn't know you was under a certain promoter. You knew what the checks was looking like before you got with Al. You knew damn well them checks wasn't saying 10, 12, 7, 9 before you got with them. So when you left, you knew. Come on, man.
He said this. This is what he said, Coach. He said that when he beat what's the dudes that I kept wanting to fight for Amir Khan. He said once he beat Amir Khan, that's when Oscar knew that he existed. So he said he never had a close relationship with Oscar.
No, at that time, had made over probably somewhere around $5 to $6 million at that point in time in his career. You telling me he ain't had no money to get a lawyer to read his contract?
You talking about You talking about the Amir Khan fight? I think if I'm not mistaken, the Amir Khan fight was his first $1 million plus joint.
Yeah, it was.
No, I'm just saying. I'm saying over his course of his career. By the time he got to the Amir Khan fight, Danny Garcia wasn't getting paid no chump change when he was fighting.
No. Let's not get that confused. That was his first $1 million plus fight. But even Danny will tell you, he was still living at home. Like people
Yeah, he
don't
was.
understand with fighters. I'm gonna be honest with you. With fighters, you go from. I'm gonna say this: if you're at the top of the game, you go from a little bit of money, which don't even buy Bob Burns lizard skin shoes, and you might do that till you ain't worth shit till you at the 10 round point. You ain't worth a goddamn penny to them people. They can let you go today or tomorrow. That with the money you making for 4s, 6s, 8s, it's not no money. It's not no money. It's not. If you ask a lot of boxers to be honest and truthful,
Nah,
they not even paying taxes in the first 2 or 3 years because they ain't make enough.
Yeah.
You literally in
I put it
boxing
like this.
go from broke to getting money. No bullshit. You literally
Nah,
go from broke to getting money. Ain't
well,
no middle ground.
I don't know about all of Danny. No, for the Matisse fight, which was before Amir Khan, he made 1.5 guaranteed. Made 1.5 guaranteed for that fight, and Matisse made 800,000 guaranteed for that fight.
Yeah, but by then they
So
was
like I
already
said,
just
no,
Go
that's what I'm
ahead.
saying. All of his money combined up until he got to the Amir Khan, he probably did somewhere close to like $5 million in his career. All of his money
but what
combined.
but what I'm
I'm not
saying
saying
is why
I'm not saying one fight.
no. I'm just saying why would I go read the contract on how to go back to Oscar when Al giving me $5 million? I'm not looking to read that reverse language. I want to get as
Yeah,
far away from that shit as
that's true. But
possible.
I'm just saying, if you saying you didn't know that you were signed to Al, you didn't read what you were signed. You didn't read at the top of the contract PBC. It didn't say Golden Boy. It said PBC.
Or see, that's the thing.
PBC is a TV show. PBC is a television show. PBC is not a promotional company. That's a TV show. So your checks don't say PBC.
Hey, what's up,
It,
everybody
it,
on the
Premier
panel?
Boxing Champions. Premier Boxing Champions.
Salute,
You know
Blue.
Jalil and them
Salute,
niggas
Blue.
was signing up the Mayweather, man. I'm sure that nigga know.
that's a TV show. It's not a promoter. PBC is not a promotion company. PBC is a television show
Premier
with Beer
Boxing
Boxing
Champions
Champions.
is not a
Well, it's,
platform or something like that.
No, it's
Yes,
not.
it's not a promoter. No. That's
no,
why
but
they
I'm
always
saying if he signed something that said he was part of Al Heyman,
no,
it
you
was
don't. No, I'm telling you don't.
I'm not saying that he did. He said he didn't know Al Heyman.
Nah,
According to what BVO said.
Oh, that's
nah.
what he said. He
What
said he
BVO
didn't know.
Listen. You can truly not know, bruh. I'm telling you, you can truly not know. But you don't give a damn when the check you getting sent to you is bigger than the check you was getting where you came from. I'm hoping not to never go back there.
What's going on,
Danny
Blue?
You know,
Garcia was living with Angel. I don't think you understand that. He was living with Angel.
No,
yeah,
I don't care who he was living with. That man was getting paychecks for like 1.5, 800,000, 750,000. I don't care who he was living with. He was getting nice sized checks. He wasn't working at a supermarket. He wasn't getting
yeah.
paid $20,000 a year. He wasn't getting paid $40,000 a year.
Hey, he left the supermarket to go to PBC. Fuck you care about the supermarket.
Hold on a second. What happened to Danny Garcia? What happened to Danny Garcia? Why y'all talking like he got money problems?
No. We just talking about what he said.
No, we were talking about what he stated
statement.
because he said he didn't know that he was a part of PBC, and I'm like, what? You ain't read what you signed? He was like, man, people don't have the time to read and go get lawyers. I'm like, this is Danny Garcia.
What?
Danny Garcia was getting paid.
Well, like he was fighting on Fox and Showtime for years. Like, how do you even make a statement like that?
He wasn't Kid Austin. He wasn't Kid Austin. Danny Garcia was getting a nice chunk of change.
And BVO be saying some shit out his ass, so we don't know.
Say that one more again. Say that one more again.
Hey, Blue, hey, let my brother Blue get in. How you do? Hey, I heard Tommy Hill. Tommy Hill came off of mute. My bad, Tommy.
Go ahead, Blue.
Nah, it's not
Tommy,
your
go
bad,
ahead.
but let me say this real quick, man. Shout out to everybody on the panel. My main man, the notorious BVO. Shout out to my main man D Free. Birthday, who just passed by. Marky Dan. Birthday, who just passed by.
Yes,
Blue
sir.
Hustleman and the good coach, the good brother. Bernard Hackett, man. It's good to be around with you fellas. What's good?
Hey, I'm glad you came to hang out
Yes,
with the
sir. Yes,
brothers,
sir.
man. We know you don't like to hang out with the brothers, so
Man, here
appreciate
you
you
go.
coming.
See, like you
Appreciate
said,
Tommy
I had
Tommy
asked the good brother Bernard Hackett to repeat what he had just said, because
Tommy he'll be
sometimes
with the essays. He be with the essays.
Yeah.
Simone.
Hey, man.
Hey, what up, everybody in the chat? You know what I'm saying? What's up, everybody on the
Yeah,
panel?
Blue.
And what's up to the listeners, man? What's up to the listeners? Did you guys talk about the? I thought, if I'm correct, did you guys just talk about the lawyer stuff between
Yeah.
Victor and
hmm
Boots? Um,
We was
so
talking about
y'all
lawyers in
understand?
general. Go ahead.
Okay, no, that's what's up. That's what's up. So, y'all do realize that Ortiz isn't suing because he wants to fight, right?
You want to get out of that deal, bro.
Nah. You see, it's not even that. I mean, I guess you could say that's what he is. That's what he wants to do now because he has somebody that'll get the fight. But anyways, so
hmm
his lawyer kind of exposed him for what he really is, what he really wants.
hmm
He had 32 page lawsuit, right? But the thing about it is, in little fine print, he had in there, well, I was supposed to be offered 3 fights, 3 fighters to choose from, 3 fights to choose from, but pretty much he's only making it to where he can only fight Boots. And so then the second thing that they were talking about was that the lawyer exposed is that they wanted, as long as the DAZN deal was good, then their contract is good. So they're saying that they're pretty much saying that Oscar De La Hoya didn't renew the contract with DAZN. Oscar De La Hoya is saying that he did and he can prove it. So I'm just gonna say this, man. I first I was really high and I was looking at the way it came out. I was looking at it like this at Boots. That Virgil really wants this fight and Oscar De La Hoya is holding him back. But that's not the case. When you read the whole suit, you can see that it's not that. It's not that
My
at
brother
all.
boxing source. Go ahead. Well, let me
Yeah,
ask you
it's
this
not
though,
that.
Blue. So are you saying that because Virgil is Mexican, and we know you
Nah,
got an
nah,
affinity for
nah,
the
nah,
niggas?
nah. Don't do that. Don't do that. Be
No, I'm
realistic,
asking
man.
you. Is that what it is? Because
Nah,
we
I don't know
know
what you're
we
talking
know
about.
you always coming from a pro black fight thing. I'm just trying to figure out where we at with it. That's all.
Nah, you incorrect. You incorrect. You incorrect. Nah, I'm saying that your boy your boy Virgil, because you feel like you're a Mexican yourself. You know what I'm saying? Your colleague.
Hold on.
You
Say
feel
he
like
I'm
hang out
not
with the
you feel,
Mexican.
essays.
hey, look,
You
you
say he
feel
like
like
to
your
hang out with the
colleague.
essays.
Yeah, he do. He feel like his
Oh, okay,
colleague
bet.
is being forced to fight a black man. You know what I'm saying? Without any other choices, he wants 2 other choices to go with it. So, in my opinion, and no matter what, because his Virgil Ortiz's lawyer is the one that basically exposed him. He's ducking. He don't want to fight Boots, man. He wants to fight Spence, just like what he. So think about it. What did he do in the fight? He's like, "Oh yeah, I want to fight. I want to fight you, Boots." The post fight conference pops off. Oh, well,
Mhm.
I really want to fight Spence because that was my dream fight of all times, and it'll be really big in Texas, and that's what we really want to fight.
Man, you know what's so
He's a
funny, and this is
punk.
what this is
He's
what
a
this is what I
punk.
love about this is
He's a
what I love
punk.
about you, Blue. Because
Mhm.
one thing, you come off so sincere, but you capping because it
No,
don't
I ain't
even
capping
matter.
about nothing. And I ain't
It
capping
I
don't.
about
wasn't
nothing.
capping about
No,
It's
that. He
I'm
in,
gonna
was
tell.
speaking
I ain't
factually.
Hold
capping
on, I'm gonna
about
tell.
nothing.
I'm gonna tell you what you capping about. Can I finish?
Yes, you can, but don't do that because it's in
See,
the
I know,
lawyer.
I know,
It's
I
in the
know,
suit
I know. You like
lawsuit.
to overtalk blacks. I know you don't got no respect when you hear a
Man, if you
black
don't
man talking.
stop,
I
boy,
get it.
boy, boy.
I get it. I respect it.
But you're
I
proving his
respect it.
point, Blue. You're proving his point, Blue.
That he don't have no respect for blacks. That's just what it is. But I put like this:
That's
when it come to Virgil, man, when it comes to Virgil, at the end of the day, he don't need a boost fight. He need to get a title. That's the thing y'all gotta understand. Why are we worried
he's
about?
not getting it.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. I thought you were done. I was just going.
He need to get a title. What I would say, what Boot should work is focus on is fighting Bakram. Fight Bakram or somebody else, and get you a belt before you step to Virgil, because nobody knows who Boots Ennis is, man. I mean, go on Dancing with the Stars or something. Nobody even knows this kid, bro.
Man, okay, can I ask you something, BBO? BBO. Do you really hate your own kind, man?
Wow.
Can I ask you a question, Blue? How can I hate when
No.
Let me ask you this.
You don't answer a question with a question.
You should ask yourself who taught you to hate being what God gave you.
We ain't doing the semantics like this.
So let me ask, what's wrong with the blacks?
I'll just say this, man. But you just said that to me, it just made me say this.
Once I seen her, it's not I grabbed her by her neck.
But all I'm saying is this.
Outrageous.
You can't say I'm not a black guy because I don't agree with what you're saying. I'm not a step and fetch it type of black guy. You know what I mean? I'm more of a Sammy Davis. I'm not you more of a field hand. So I'm more or less thinking about what works for us all, not just what works for one person. So I think that's crazy when cats try to say, because I'm black, that means I should think a certain way. I think that's
don't
crazy.
accept you, BBO.
Hey, hold on. You Uncle Ruckus, bro. It's all good.
My man said he's not a step and fetch it type of brother, but he didn't say nothing about a fetch and step it type of brother, though.
But you know what I will say, Blue? I love you, Blue. I love you, Blue, because you a stone cold coon, man. You really are, man.
Nah.
You know what's so funny? I'm about to pull something out.
Strike red lightning! Give power to my mega sword!
I gotta get my sword out, man, because you talking too crazy. But
look.
Go ahead.
Hey, look. BBO the type of person. Let's see a black person. If you have an option of helping out somebody, two people that felt okay, so you have a black person that broke down, and then you have a Mexican dude that broke down. BBO he gonna pull over to the Mexican dude first.
Nah.
This is a sick Negro.
Man,
BBO
will let that Mexican starve.
All I can say is this. Let me say this. Let me give y'all some facts. You never heard on YouTube Asiatic black man till I start saying it. You never heard nobody call themselves the original man till I start saying it. So how can I hate what I create? All men come from me. So how can I hate anybody?
You ain't even carry a Blackberry. You hate black so much you ain't even carry a Blackberry.
Thank you. And then you got Marky. Hold on. Then you got Marky Dan over there co-signing it. Come on, man. Y'all don't get off the gas.
I was just saying, you was proving his point by cutting him off.
My
God. That's what you do. You don't respect blacks, Blue.
Yeah, I was just saying.
If you say, okay, then don't say. Let me ask you this, Blue.
Mm-hmm.
When have you ever seen somebody play Khalid Muhammad or Malcolm X on their YouTube channel? When have you ever seen that? Only here at BBO Boxing. So
that's what to identify you as a black man?
No, I'm just saying, you probably don't know who Khalid Muhammad is. I know you're from Washington, so you probably don't know who that is.
I'm just saying, is that supposed to identify you as, is that supposed to promote you as a black man?
BBO, can I ask you a question?
No, answer my question.
If you say this to me, right?
When have I ever seen a person put Malcolm X and all these black guys on their YouTube? Have you ever went to a club on Saturday and then you woke up and went to church Sunday and seen the same people at the club and see them at church?
You wild boy.
Every Sunday. Every Sunday. Not a particular Sunday.
Hold on.
They're Christians. That just means they traditionally go to church because that's what they always did.
No, Free. This is what it is. Because
they programmed to do it.
I don't get on you for Free because you cosplay as black and you really Puerto Rican. I don't get on you for that. You do your own thing.
You don't hear me play no side.
I'm saying is Blue is a coon. I'm just letting him know. But I'll say this. Y'all say but I always pick the black fighters. Blue. If you think about it, Blue, I always pick the black fighters.
Man, Blue, hold
Man,
on,
no, you
Blue,
don't. No, you
hold on,
don't.
hold on. Blue is
No,
a
you
good
don't.
guy, man. You
Hey,
can't talk about my
Uncle
guy like
Ruckus
that.
over
That's
there.
crazy.
Hey, Uncle Ruckus is over there talking his stuff, ain't he?
I
Oh
mean,
Lord.
this
All
the
I
thing. This
know
the
is
thing.
I know BBO said nobody know who
Shout out to
Jerome.
BVO boxing. You understand? Check the boy out. Check the kid out. You understand?
I think he's black.
Linear
I
champion.
think he's black. You know who that is?
Speaking of
No, he was a,
Bernie,
Man, we
unified.
know who Bernie the boxer is. You better stop
Hassan
playing.
Johnson activated. We chilling with BBO Sports TV. Ah.
Hold on. Is he black enough for you?
speaking of, hold
Man,
Is
on,
this
I don't care if you interview black folks. That don't mean that you believe in them.
my favorite fighter's black? Abdullah Mason's my favorite
No,
fighter. He's black.
all I'm
No,
saying
it's
is
not. No, it's
you
not.
Man,
Your
said
favorite
BBO, you
fighter
got to
nobody
is
take
you
Loma
need to
you
go get him though,
is
crapping
because
on
don't
is
Abdullah
nobody know
Mason for
who he
months.
is.
hold on. Your
If don't
favorite
nobody
fighter
know who he
is
is, he
Tito.
needs to go get a belt. That man was a unified champion. He's a former linear champion.
Come on there,
Virgil
Saint.
Ortiz hasn't been any champion. So it seems like
I'm
Virgil's the one
confused,
that needs
Free.
to get a belt to be
Hold on.
known.
I'm confused, Free. I'm confused because we have a different conversation. The man said, I'm not black, but I'm the only one I know that picked all black fighters. All my favorite fighters are black. What
No,
are you
they're
No, they're
not
talking
not.
about?
No, they're
because
not.
Tito. Listen. Tito is your favorite fighter, man,
No,
and
he's
you
not.
know it, and we all know. You was blushing
No,
over
he's
him
not.
when you met him in person.
I was what?
You was
Bless
blushing
him.
over him. You shed some tears, bro, when you met
Oh,
him.
no,
You was all palms all sweaty and everything when you shook his hand.
yeah.
He probably had to shake his hand when he was done shaking your hand. Get all that sweat off his hand.
Hey, who's your favorite fighter, man? Who's your favorite fighter?
Oh, well, one of them is Shakur, Bud. You know, I like Keyshawn.
He
You
asked
know what I'm
for one
saying?
fighter, nigga. He asked
Oh,
for
you
one
know
You
what I'm
like
saying?
fighter.
I don't care.
you like all
He
the
I don't
asked
fighters
for
care.
that
one.
everybody hate. I get it. You like
Hey,
all the fighters everybody hate.
Marky, why don't you go stand in the corner, man? Your attitude is really
Man, why don't you
sour
go
right
pick a
now.
banana, boy?
You know what I'm saying?
Hold on, we going too far. We going too far, man. We ain't
Go
gotta drop
stand
no
in the
banana
corner, my
jokes.
guy.
We ain't gotta drop no banana jokes, man. Cause
Yeah,
we know,
see,
cause
talk
Blue don't
to
understand this about me, man. Is this?
I really bury motherfuckers.
So that's
him.
what it
Man,
is.
what the hell?
Hey, yo, that's diabolical, bro. Come on now, dog.
I'm just telling you what it is, man. That's all. You
Man,
know,
you don't be burying nothing
No,
except your food in a plate.
I really bury motherfuckers.
Be
you said
burying
what?
nothing, BBO. You don't be burying nothing except your fork in a plate, bro.
Blue.
It's nothing wrong
Blue, I see
if
you.
you like
You built like
all
a minivan, dog. You can't talk that crazy stuff to me.
why
Hold on, I feel like
why do you
what?
think it's a bad
Hold on
thing?
1 second. Hold on 1 second, Free. Hold on 1 second. You can hate in 1 second. Let me finish up with Blue. This is the thing I'll say about Blue. Blue, you my brother. I'm not gonna go back and forth with you, man, because one thing I know about you, man, you a good guy, even though you
Oh,
probably
here we
never dated a
go.
black woman in your life.
Oh
Appreciate you,
my
bro.
God.
I
Man, I
appreciate
reject
you,
your
man.
deposit. I reject your deposit, man. I appreciate you too, but I reject your deposit, man.
Let me ask you this, Thomas. Let me ask you, Thomas. Excuse me for we had my man Blue was showing his coon
Before you
tattoo.
ask me, you got to give D Free the flow. He was about to speak, remember?
Oh no, D Free was
Come
just
on,
hating
Uncle
on me for
Ruckus.
no reason. Go ahead, D Free.
No, see,
It's nothing wrong with liking all Spanish fighters. If you a black man and you like all Spanish fighters, there's nothing wrong with that. I don't understand why
talk to
you
him.
gotta act like you don't like all Spanish fighters. There's nothing wrong with that. That's your
That's
preference.
not true, man. See, y'all heard Jaleel say something jokingly, and y'all took it for real. You see what happened, Coach?
No, BBL,
Jaleel said that
BBL,
jokingly, and people thinking that's real.
BBL. I've been around you before Jaleel was around you. That's not all I heard. I've been around you before Jaleel was around you.
And you
Hey,
heard me only talk
Hey,
about
shout out to the
BBO.
young stallion Jalil, man. He was over. He had the courage to let you know to your face, man. He was like, hey, "Look,
Yes,
dog.
sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah,
You
I think
know."
he was joking though.
BBL, you
He
forgot.
said,
Hey, BBO got a
You
Mexican
forget.
flag tattooed on his arm.
"That boy said
Hold
you
on,
been eating them
BBL,
tacos too damn much, boy. You gotta go on and get you some what they
BBL,
what
you
they
Hold on.
call
forget
that
that.
hog mogs or
You
some
forget.
freaking oxtails, man. Indoctrinate yourself, dog, because you over crossing sides. But shout out to that good young brother, man.
Hey,
BBL, did you forget
BBO
that
though.
my wife thought you was Mexican? My wife thought you was Mexican. She was like, if you not Mexican,
That's something you been without, man.
I was
That's
like,
something
Now that's diabolical.
no, because she never seen BBL. She just heard him on a YouTube with me. She never seen him. She just heard him on YouTube. But she was like, is he Mexican? Because he only talk about Mexican fighters. I was like, no, he's not.
Oh,
It must have been when
damn,
Emiliano was
BBO.
the next greatest thing in boxing.
Coach, my wife is black. You hear these dudes talking about how my only Spanish
Hey,
fighters. That's
hey, I gotta
crazy.
give
I
you that on
know,
Emiliano though.
BBO.
He's still solid.
No, I
I
know.
know.
Once I seen her, it's not.
Fighters.
I
There's
gotta
nothing wrong with
it ain't registered in you. He said, nigga, it still ain't registered.
It ain't registering, man. It ain't
no,
registering, man.
I know black guys that like European fighters. If that's what you like,
And once I seen her, it's not. I grabbed her.
What a mess.
I just can't believe he trying to say she thought I was Spanish, bro.
Damn, BBO. Benavides, Verde, and Ortiz.
There's black Mexicans, BBO. You might be one of them.
Mexican.
Benavides, Verde, and Ortiz. BBO.
That's crazy.
You cold. Why y'all talking crazy, man? Why don't y'all go get your BVO Sports TV merch, man? That's out now. We got a bunch of designs, man. This is one of the ones just for y'all. I'm trying to say they call me Sombrero. So this one I got just for y'all.
Oh my God.
Hey, that one fire, bro. Like I said, you got to get it white, green, and red though. Green, white, and red. That bad boy.
You even made the T-shirt in brown. You even made the T-shirt in brown.
Thank you, bro. This is diabolical, man. This is diabolical, bro. You really do have a tattoo of a Mexican flag on your shoulder.
I love the hate, Blue. I love the hate, man.
Hey, you just gotta get, like I said.
See, but let me say this though, T Hill. See, people like Blue are the type of people that gave Malcolm X CPR for gunshot wounds. So you can't really trust guys like that, man. That's the
Man,
kind
you
of
can't
guy
trust a
Blue
guy
is,
that's
man.
telling you that's pro Mexican and he black.
No, I'm gonna tell you like this. No, I'm gonna tell you like this. I'd rather a guy tell me the truth than to fake the funk with me the entire time. If you like a certain style of fighting, that's what you like. I'm not gonna say, oh, you died.
No, but I'm just shocked. Hold on, Freak. Me and you supposed to be on the same team, and you showing out with this dude Blue, because Blue is doing this.
He just keeps saying that. This man is a hoe.
I remember. Hold up.
My man got any drops.
Hey, BBO. You know that saying?
Hold up.
Go ahead,
My bad, Free. My bad, Free.
One thing does not go along with D Free. I don't sell out for nobody. Nobody.
Well, I say, hold on, Freak. Hold on. We move it on. So what was you saying, Blue? Go ahead.
It's all good, man.
Hey,
Hey, well, you can go on and ask the question to me since he said it's all good.
Yeah, it's all good.
Just admit you don't like blacks. But I'll say this though, man.
Nah,
shout out to my man Blue.
You don't like it. You trying to put that up. Don't you wear that jacket, not me.
Supporting another black man making millions and millions of dollars, so I'm proud of you no matter what you think.
All I can say is I ain't trying to hear that. I'm like my boy Blue, man. I ain't trying to hear that.
BBL was at the KKK meetings in the past.
Hold on. Watch saying stuff like that on you, bro. Watch saying stuff like that.
Man, BBO, you a fan, and you know what fan mean.
Oh,
wow.
What's a fan mean?
Fake ass nigga.
Here we go. Niggas talking wild.
That was harsh, brother B. That was harsh.
But you know, sometimes we got a bunch of writers in here, man. That's all I'll say about the writers.
Well, a lot of writers don't know shit about boxing.
So it ain't.
BBL, you think I'm against you? I'm not. I'm actually with you. I'm telling you, it's alright to like Spanish fighters.
No. I've always liked black fighters, man. Y'all trying to put a narrative out on BBL.
Man,
well,
you lying, BBL. You lying.
That's not true, man. That's not true, man. All my favorite fighters have been black.
Do y'all remember when BBO spent like half a year saying that Ryan Garcia reminded him of Sugar Ray Leonard?
Oh my god, he said that for real?
Yes,
he
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 did.
did.
really did say that,
Got
bro.
Yes,
we
he
got
did.
footage of that.
Oh wow, that's
Somebody,
solidified. Uncle
somebody
Ruckus.
He
said
kept
that.
coming off
Somebody
Hey,
here
said
he's
that.
saying,
Uncle
"Oh,
Ruckus, bro.
I keep hearing people say that Ryan Garcia remind me of Sugar." Who are these people, BVO?
That's what
And
people were
he could never
saying.
quote nobody.
Hey,
That's what they were saying because I like to
Who
keep
is
people's
they?
information
Who
private,
is
man.
they?
And like I
Reverse
said,
Vitiligo. That's that reverse Vitiligo.
this is what you know. BBO stay in the neighborhood, man. I'll take y'all back. I'll take y'all back to the bodega, man. This is where I am. But I'll put it like this: if you from if you from West Cleveland, like I am, you're gonna have an affinity for Spanish people because that's all you see. You see Jake Paul, same way. That's how it is. That's all you see growing up is Spanish dudes. When I was a kid, Oscar was bigger than God in boxing in Cleveland. So
So
that's what it was.
why are you denying it then?
I'm not denying it. But I'm just saying I follow the black fighters, and y'all trying to put like I don't. My favorite fighter is black, Abdullah Mason, and before him it was Jamel Charlo.
Man, take that screensaver off with you in a picture with that one black friend.
So if Abdullah
hey, that's
Mason
facts.
Nigga, keep God in your life. Fuck.
That's all I can say, man. Keep God in your life, man.
If Abdullah Mason is your favorite fighter, I have never heard anybody say that their favorite fighter is going to get beat by anybody. So if Abdullah Mason is your favorite fighter, how come you always say you believe Emiliano Vargas is going to beat him?
All I can say is that the picture shows it all. Shout out to my queen standing with the champ.
Man, that showed that she a fan of Abdullah Mason.
Right. She's
Oh,
like
so
Abdullah
that
Mason.
hey Bernard, the coach. So you trying to tell me that he's trying to act like that's him when it's not?
That's my wife.
Man, BBO be faking,
Wow.
man. BBO be faking, man. He don't like
Yeah,
black
he
people
do.
for real. He don't
That
like
ain't
black
true.
people.
That ain't true.
That's what I told you. That's why I say. That's why I say, man, he is Uncle Ruckus, bro. But instead of Uncle Ruckus cherishing, Uncle Ruckus cherishes the white folks. You know what I'm saying?
So
he cherishes Mexicans.
So you trying to say Pride's only like Spanish fighters? He would keep Cologne in this.
No, I ain't saying. I'm talking about you.
Hey, we talking about you. We talking about you, BBO.
I ain't moving no goalposts.
Hey, you moving the goalpost? Look who my man Jamil's with.
Oh, that's my man. You know that's my man. You know that's my man. That's my guy. Him and Teo, my man. I'm the only one that was on. Hey, when I was on the show, I said Teo's still my guy. Y'all feel what y'all want to feel. I feel what I feel. I'm standing by mine. You a switch artist. You tap dance with two different shoes on. You tap dance with two different shoes on.
That nigga got the Mexican. He got hey, BBO got the Mexican boots on.
Yeah.
Right now, on the live. I guarantee you, he put his shoes up. He got the Mexican boots on right now.
Mexican got on boots.
He terrible, man.
Hey, man.
BBO terrible.
I really bury motherfuckers.
BBO got a jury curl to convince people he was Colombian. BBO went got a jury curl to convince people he was Colombian.
BBO, you're absolutely.
You out of order.
You really some scary. You really a scary mother trying to hide that you like Spanish fighters.
No, that's crazy, bro. I've gotten that. I've been on YouTube 3 years, almost 6 million views later, and people keep putting this narrative out on me that I only like a Spanish fighter. That's not true.
It gotta be true. It gotta be true, bro.
You're the only human being on planet Earth I have ever heard say Ryan Garcia reminds you of Sugar Ray Leonard.
I didn't say that, Marcus. Somebody said that. No, I didn't. Somebody said that. Somebody said that.
I'm gonna tell you what you told me. What you told me about Tank Davis, you said everybody can't be lying.
Facts.
If you ever in jury selection and BVO is up there, get a mistrial immediately.
Hold on. It ain't registered in you. He said, nigga, it still ain't registered.
Hey, I don't think y'all understand, man. It ain't registering, man. But all jokes aside, I'll say this though. I appreciate everybody that showed love. I used to do this in my truck, man, and the great people I done met through boxing has just been amazing. I mean, I'm just a young brother from the greatest city that God called home, Cleveland, and it's just great to have people come on here, man. We get to talk some boxing. We get Blue up here lying like a rug, because Blue do like my grandmother used to say. He lied with his back straight. So I appreciate you, Blue. I like how you get up here and lie to the people with your back straight, man. Everybody can't do that.
Shut that shit up. Cleveland ain't no greatest city God ever made.
Hey,
Cleveland
get that
is
drop.
soul
We
and
got
shit.
Joakim Noah talking about
I used to live in
Cleveland.
Cleveland for 10 years.
Really?
Yeah, Shaker Heights and stuff.
Okay.
Down there. I was always down the
Yeah.
city with beautiful people.
Yeah.
Man, shut up,
That's my,
BBO.
that's what Mike said.
Man, Mike Tyson. Are you kidding me? He ain't credible for describing nothing beautiful.
Yeah.
That man was
Oh,
probably on
y'all talking about me
substances
with
when he
black
said that.
fighters?
Yo, what's up, fam? It's Sharif One, the only one from New York City. Yo, shout out BVO Boxing. We appreciate you, everything you do for the boxing culture, for the world. Can't wait for it to be on top, man. Salute.
That's one of the best young middleweights in the world right now coming out. Just came out the amateur. So we got to stop this, Blue, because people gonna think you serious, bro. You got to stop that lying, bro. People gonna think you serious, man.
Everybody knows he's serious.
Bro,
Everybody
you.
know
That
he's
ain't got nothing to
serious.
do with you, dude. You know, that's what you do.
So me interviewing all the young blacks, that don't mean nothing. I love that about you, bro. I love that about you.
Hold on. I'm not identifying that. See, I'm not correlating all that. That's just you trying to correlate all that into this situation. I'm directly talking about you. I ain't talking about nobody else.
See, when you say
Just
Uncle Ruckus,
BBO.
when you say Uncle Ruckus, that's an insult. That's an insult. He hates black people. My wife is black. My wife is black.
You know what I'm saying? You know? Hey, look, he listen. We can you can say what you want to on that point. I'm not disputing you on that.
No,
But
change
I am
that.
going to
Change
dispute
it
you.
then.
Nah. I'm gonna dispute you on this. The way that you gravitate towards the Mexicans, bro, you gotta accept it, man. You gotta accept it, man. And that's why
What a mess.
when I just heard
BBO married a
Ryan
black
got
woman
said-
to infiltrate. BBO married a black woman to infiltrate. She ain't know.
Hey. How do they infiltrate the Black Panthers? With a black person.
BBO.
No, but you gotta watch. Like I said,
BBO.
My man
like I
Judas.
Benavides, Verde, and Ortiz. Benavides, Verde, and Ortiz.
See, I don't like that Benavides. See, y'all talk crazy. I don't like Benavides. I don't like Benavides at all. See how y'all say
That's
crazy
because you like
stuff?
Canelo. That's because you like Canelo. And
That's
you was
not
approving
true.
them ducking. You don't like Canelo?
Say it again.
You don't like Canelo?
I support the champ, but that don't. What's that mean?
No. I said, do you like?
You know,
do you like
I
the
think
boxer Canelo?
BVO up until the end of last year was saying Canelo was a pound best fighter in the world.
Talk
up
to
until
him.
the
Talk
Bud
to
Crawford
him.
fight.
Talk to him.
BBO ain't got no friends named Jackson.
Exactly.
This is coming from Clarence Thomas, man. So you got to watch
Hey,
tell me that.
I guarantee you, BBO don't got no friends named Tyreek. You know what I'm saying?
Now,
hold on, man. Hold on, man. That's not true, man. That's not true. My cousin's name was Tyreek, dude. You talking crazy?
Man,
I said,
everybody trying to hear that, BBO. Ain't nobody trying to hear that.
Hold on. I said friends. See, you see how people move? You see how slick he is? He think
You only eat with the same people since you became a manager, BBO. Old turncoat.
Hey, I've been a manager almost 12 years, man.
And you ain't
I'm a
ate
man
with
of
the
the
blacks
people.
in 12 years. You ain't ate with the blacks in 12 years.
Oh man,
he cold, man. He cold.
Hey,
Matter of fact,
that nigga's crew was all black when he first started being a manager, and the next thing you know, it turned to all Mexicans.
Man, he ain't had nobody with the name Smith, Jackson, or Washington in 12 years.
It was all blacks at first, and then he got them all. He weeded them all out for the Mexicans.
He didn't even weed them out. He just cut them off. The day they made a manager, he told where everybody hid. You know they'd be hiding back in that Econo line, getting the motherfucking extra 10 minutes.
Hey, He said, "You know your 2 weeks is in, right?" When
He
he
said he
got
got the
fired up.
promotion for being an informant.
He said, "You know your 2 weeks is in right now, right? Get ready. You got 2 weeks to find a new job." You know what I'm saying?
Hey, I done
Your
fucked a couple
services are
niggas, but
no longer needed in the corner.
hey,
Oh man.
I done fired a few niggas, but it is what it is, man. Niggas gotta go. I'm
You
gonna
see?
play the
Niggas
video
gotta
with me and
go.
Tio
Not
that
as
y'all want to
safe.
talk crazy. Let me since y'all want to
Oh
talk crazy.
my goodness.
Since y'all
That
want to talk
nigga,
crazy, salute
his
the
hands
Andes.
sweat right now. His hands sweat right now as he play this video.
You know what time it is, man. The takeover, but it's Fair Word of Brooklyn. Major love and shout out to Danny Garcia. Let's get it, check.
Yeah,
Out of
fuck.
all the
Hey,
videos
hold
you
on,
could
hold
have
on,
played,
hold
you
on. Go back
Nigga,
to the
play
played
that
video,
one more
bro.
again.
you
Look at the
played the
smile on
one
your
with the
face,
right
though,
Hey,
dog.
go back to the
Man,
video,
he had
bro.
his
serious.
chest out like his
Pause it.
daughter was
Hey,
getting
listen,
married.
listen,
He had
listen.
his
Go back
chest
to the
out.
go back to the video and pause it, bro. Look at this nigga's face. This nigga's so happy right now. This
Yeah,
nigga is
play
so
that one
happy right
again, dog. That was a
You know what
classic,
time it is,
dog.
man. The takeover, but it's Fair Word of Brooklyn. Major love and shout out to Danny Garcia. Let's get it, check.
That nigga had butterflies in his stomach right there.
Oh man.
Hey, my man had to do a double check just to make sure it was Tio, dog. Like, is this mine?
Wow, this is real life.
Woo!
And while y'all talking
Damn, dog,
crazy,
that was a great day for you.
we
I know
definitely
that, the
about to see him
boy.
at the pizza spot, man. But we're gonna have Tio
Did
on
he
here soon.
offer you a banana, BVO? Did he tell you go
Yeah,
find
because
some
he said
bananas?
whichever monkey wants the banana, dog. You didn't get your banana, dog.
Wow, you sick,
Good.
man. You sick, bro. Let me
Woo!
say this. Let me say this. BVO in the past has made mistakes, and I've said some foul stuff. I'll be honest. So I'm not God. You know, I can't judge nobody. I'm a nobody trying to tell the whole world about somebody. So that's all I can say when it comes to that. But the funny thing that made me laugh, that brother said like a father in his chest. You know,
This nigga's palms were sweating and everything, boy. That nigga was teasing like he just.
She said you was looking like a proud papa.
I wish
You
I
know
could
what time
start.
it is, man. The takeover, but it's Fair Word of Brooklyn. Major love and shout out to Danny Garcia. Let's get it, check.
I'm regular.
Got his chest out. Got his chest out like his
Hey,
daughter just got
Hey,
engaged to
but the
Michael
double
hold on.
take, though. You said a
Hey,
double
check this
take.
out. Hey, check this out. BVO was holding his breath too because he didn't want to lose his
That nigga
composure.
try to
You didn't
suck
say he was holding his breath.
that.
He was holding his breath in that picture.
I've never been around a two-time Rain Magazine champion, bro. Everybody got their. Who your favorite fighter, Blue? Who your favorite fighter?
I've already told you. You just asked me, man. How you gonna see? You don't like black folks, man. See,
I like to
you
deflect.
don't like black folks, man. You see how
Who
you
you
be
said was your
playing black
favorite fighter?
folks?
Who you say your
His
favorite fighter
favorite
was?
fighters are only fighters in history right now that don't blink, dog, when the punches coming their way.
Talk to him, Thomas. Talk to him.
Hey, man, y'all niggas is crazy.
Hey,
That's all I say.
hey, that nigga Tio be closing his eyes when he throw punches, boy.
Hey, man, I got somebody else. Let me put some more black people so y'all want to talk crazy.
I am the future of boxing. Keep colliding.
Hello, it is your girl Maya, and I just wanted to give a shout out to my fellas at BVO Boxing. What's up, fellas? How are you guys? Hopefully great. And I will be seeing you guys soon. Peace.
So I know black people, man. I like how y'all play that, but I know black people, man.
Hey, ain't that what white folks do when they want to fit in?
I told you he got to change his screensaver.
Oh, y'all sick, man. Y'all sick. Y'all gonna make me put y'all to shame right now.
You got them two slides saved up for when he got to prove his blackness.
Oh my goodness. Hey, that's what they
man.
be saying about
That
Ryan
boy reached
Garcia.
back in the archive before he got promoted to manager.
Yeah, them old joints.
Hold on, man. Y'all tripping, man.
Hey,
Nigga, that film looked like it was
that's
circa
before he used to have the
1998.
binoculars on.
Oh, man.
That was before he had the binoculars on. Then he got them circles around his eyes. Oh, coon.
Damn.
He said that nigga be cooling.
Nah, BBL, come on now. You can't just let everybody take a dump on you like this. This is crazy.
Nah, bro, as many times I roasted niggas, man, it take everybody to roast me. So it's cool. It's cool. I ain't mad. I could take a joke because I could tell a good joke.
Thank you.
You
gotta
this
be able
shit.
to.
I can take a joke. You know,
Hey,
because
that
you know,
nigga-
Blue came in here, anti-black. It is what it is, man. But I'm gonna show you somebody else black that sport.
Miss BBO, what's that?
I like that one. I like that one. That nigga, hey, this nigga BBO gonna cry when he in the stream.
but you gotta, I gotta tell you something cool though, Blue. Man, to
That
do
was that
something
chopped
that you was
cheese?
doing, yeah. To do
All
that,
right.
to do this, bro, is amazing, bro. I'm not like other consecrators. I thank God every day I can do this because this is something I was just doing in my truck, bro. You know,
Well, no. On some
we
real
doing
stuff,
it, man.
BBO, I
We doing it,
appreciate you, man. You're having fun, joking, and you're doing what you want to do, man. That's all that matters, bro. But you got to be able. If you can dish it out, you got to be able to take it. You see what I'm saying? And you be dishing it out, so you got to receive it back. You know what I'm saying?
I can take it, man, because I know they did this to Jesus, man. So if they did it to Jesus, man, who am I? You feel me?
Okay, for sure. Hey, you know what you need to do? You need to get that. You need to get do a drop for yourself. The Uncle Ruckus, when he was sitting there, he's like, "Man, what you mean?" And he found out that he was what, and he found out he wasn't black. That's
You guys,
he
Or
thought he was
just
white. He
saying
said,
that
"I'm
clip with
white."
him talking about,
Yeah,
I got that rich bit of
yeah,
ligo.
yeah. You need to play
No,
that.
man.
But they told him when
Where
he
he
found out.
explained that, where he explained that shit, it's a reverse skin condition.
Yes, yes. You
Hey,
need
the
to play that for
funniest clip with that
yourself.
nigga was when he was babysitting the kids, though. When that door
Oh
closed, he
yeah.
said, "Now shut the fudge up. Nobody's talking while I'm talking."
Nah, it's when that guy was working at the movie theaters, and then the little half and half girl, that's the lawyer's daughter, she got caught sneaking in. He said, "You little half and half, come here," and chased all of them to the
Yeah.
car. That nigga was crazy. Uncle Ruckus is a legend.
Yeah,
Yeah.
y'all,
Hey, the
y'all
Boondocks,
do.
man,
Hey,
on some real, the Boondocks was a very, very good series, man.
Hella serious.
It told a lot of tales, man, that people wanted to say, but they had the heart to do it, to put it out there. Just like the Simpsons, you know what I'm saying? But the Boondocks.
It's the Chappelle. I
BBO.
think the Chappelle
yeah.
Show, the Boondocks, the Simpsons. I think them the South Park, them the four shows
Yeah,
that they
yeah, South Park too.
really
Yep.
mirror, like they really parody. They parody real life, but it's so close to real life that you really just gotta
Yeah,
laugh because it's so
yeah,
familiar.
yep.
I'll say this though. I'll say this before we get ready to wrap up, man. I'll say this, man. Shout out to Dr. King, man, the greatest American we ever had. You think about his contribution to life, getting laws passed, man. And it's kind of sad. I usually don't get political. It's sad to see his legacy be torn down every day, what we have in the White House. And all I can tell you guys is this: on today, it's a day of celebration because our forefathers had to fight to get this to become a holiday. The greatest living American, the greatest American ever lived, didn't have his own holiday, so he has one now. And I just say I appreciate everything Dr. King did with the Southern Christian Council, and his legacy lives on through me and my family. But that's all I got on that one. But I'm gonna play one more. I'm gonna get one more because y'all brothers really pissed me off with this. I'm not black stuff.
What about Malcolm X? Well, see, you ain't black, man. You forgot about Malcolm X.
Malcolm didn't get laws passed the same way Dr. King did.
I'm just messing with you, bro.
Yeah,
I'm
you
messing
gotta
with
remember that. And that's the thing people gotta understand. It sounds good to be rough and tough, but the only way to really do it, man, is to get real, true penetration into what you're trying to do. That's how you change things, man. Is being able to be a part of the system enough to where when you say something, people listen to you. And that's what Dr. King did. Lyndon Johnson, one of the reasons he had
Oh,
one term is because all he did with Dr. King, you know? So nothing's
I
perfect. I know everybody looking for perfection, but nothing's perfect, man. I'll take what we can get. But go ahead, Marcus. Nothing crazy in here. You know, I know you like to
Well,
talk
no,
crazy.
I
Nothing
was
crazy.
just gonna say rough and
you.
tough. I mean, what that man was advocating for was self defense, was to not be lynched in your own home, or to not be disrespected on the street, or to
Hmm.
not get dragged and beat up because you walked to the front part of the bus. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Like I don't. But anyway, I ain't gonna make a big issue about that. Shout out to Mount Martin Luther King. Passed his legacy lives on today. You know, BVO talks about it all the time. He tries to crap on Lyndon B. Johnson, but Lyndon B. Johnson passed the Fair Housing Act, which allowed a kid like BVO to move from where he was in Cleveland out to some better suburbs. So we gotta preserve the legacy of these great people from the past, and hopefully the orange guy will be gone before the year is out. That's my hope.
No, we're not gonna say that. We're not gonna say that.
No,
We're moving on.
I am
You going too far. You going too far. No, you can't say that here though.
Hell nah.
Hold on, you can't say that here. I'll have to mute you, bro. But before we get out of here, man.
I'm Melanie Queen 27, and I'm rocking with BVO TV.
Not many of y'all got that drop. Not many of y'all got that drop. And we out of here, y'all. Peace.
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 Where's my thing?